This is Bruce Buffer, and this is the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for the MMA Holes!
No way.
From the Sanosi 1.5K King Studios of Arizona, the MMA Holes Hour, UFC Vegas 61 Fight Week, Floyd Mayweather scams fans, MMA news, combat sports news with the MMA Holes. Yes! I can't hear you. Rise from your seats. Applaud. We're live, baby. We're live. Where are you, bud? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you, buddy? Wake up!
Wonderful, wonderful.
Welcome to the MMA Holes Hour. Ladies and gentlemen, we have done this show for 200 and something, I don't know, how many episodes? We have done the MMA Holes Hour, 241 episodes. The MMA Holes Hour started many moons ago on this channel when we were going back and forth with Vox and Ariel Helwani. As the show went on, we went on the same time, and we were a bunch of trolls just doing our MMA Holes thing. Then we moved the show to the night. Late in the evening on a Monday night, we hung with the boys.
Hanging with the boys!
And today, we moved the show back during the day. It has moved! We will go head-to-head with Ariel Helwani and put on the greatest show in the world. Now, when he is on, and if he has a good guest and he's interviewing that guest, well, I have great news for you. We have a live chat that is completely free. Wait, hold on a second. Hold on. You mean you don't have to be a member to fucking write a comment in this chat over here? What? You mean to tell me that I am not going to charge people to write in a free live chat, not have those people give their money to the money-hungry Vox Media scumbags out there? What? Free? Whoa, calm down. Calm down. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What a thought, right? Now, I could understand if you're a content creator, you know, you're doing it on your own, you got your own YouTube channel, and you're trying to fund it. I get it. It makes sense. But if you work for a massive company like Vox, and you charge your audience to just write a comment in a live chat, that is the biggest The biggest scumbag move you can do out there. Unbelievable how they do that. Here on the MMA Holes Hour, we have a free live chat. So type away. Let me know what you think. We're going to discuss some stories that happened on Saturday. We got UFC Fight Week back in the mix. We're here early, and we're going to test this out. This is going to be something that, we're going to have to get a little used to. I know a lot of our audience, our demographic is mostly at night. If you look at our analytics, most of the people are night creatures like myself. Not quite the morning or afternoon person. I like the night as well. But today, I should say, we're going to do something different. We're going to try this out, see how this goes. Because when Ariel Helwani is live, he charges you to talk. When he does his interviews over there, we'll watch some of the interviews if they're any good. We'll watch together and we'll discuss as a community. Maybe we'll even open up some phone lines as well and talk to the people. We will do the best MMA show in the world, which we've been doing for 6 years straight, and we got the best community in the world as well. So consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. Now, today, it wasn't planned for us to go live and not have Ariel live. Like, we thought Ariel was going to be live today. But it is a Jewish holiday, apparently. So Ariel is, like, sharpening his nose or something. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. I don't know. Maybe counting his bags of money. I don't know. Who knows what's happening? But Ariel has taken off today to observe the holiday. Here on the MMA Holes, we don't take off. We just don't do that. We don't celebrate holidays. What's that about? Put my belt aside. So here, let's get it popping. Let's see who's in the live chat as we're here hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
Good evening from Ireland. So let me just say this. It's exciting to be live at this hour, too, because we do get to tap into an audience from all over the world. There are people that do watch our stuff on replays, and now you guys and gals get a chance to watch us live. The Wednesday shows will go back to the normal time, and we'll have our guests on as well. And maybe we'll have guests on this show. Who knows? Who the fuck knows? It's a learning curve. New Ariel isn't going to show up. He's a troll. Let's go. I actually didn't. It was funny. I woke up today and I looked on Twitter and it was like, there was no MMA hour. I'm like, what? What? Well, that's a bummer. Like, that kind of ruins everything. My whole deal was to troll that. But all right, we move on. It doesn't matter. I'm sad. I'm about to call from the school bathroom. Okay. First call from the bathroom. Savage, where the fuck are you? Moss, much love from Tennessee. Hey, how you doing, Tennessee? I'm going to go back to bed. Ha, ha, ha. Ha, 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 ha.
Wonderful, wonderful.
That wasn't funny. Do your job, you hoe. Will you be on later, says Mike Jones. No, we're not going to be on tonight. We're going to be on today. That's why we're on right now. But Wednesday we'll be back on at night for sure. No show tonight. No. Come on. I mean, how many fucking shows? How many shows we got to do a fucking day? Huh? How many shows we got to do? No, I think it's good because most of our shows are at night. Our Fridays or Wednesday shows are at night. Our Saturday shows are mostly at night when we're doing our live reactions. But we gotta, I don't know. We got to fucking tap into another audience as well. We got to help the people out that can't watch us, during the normal hours in the U.S., So we got to, what I'm saying? We are live for the Contender Series tomorrow night as well. So tomorrow we'll be live. For Bo Nickel. You excited about Bo Nickel? Bo Nickel's return to the Contender Series. Weird how Dana White gave a contract to a 17-year-old that looks like Jay Leno and Max Holloway had a baby together. Oh, wait, I'm not supposed to make fun of people's appearances. I forgot. Hold on, let me write that down. Can't make fun of people's appearances. People get on me about that. That is not appropriate behavior. As a content creator, I am very sensitive to your comments about people's looks. You cannot talk about women going to OnlyFans. There we go, okay.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Speaking of OnlyFans, Paige VanZant is going to OnlyFans. She said she wasn't going to do it. I got my own website, and, I'm just going to show my tits over there. Instead, she's going to have OnlyFans now. We'll talk about that later. Bo Nickel will dominate. Yeah, I would imagine that this is a complete setup for Bo Nickel to get the dub. It's a scam to get people to talk about the Contender Series, and Bo Nickel's going to be in the UFC. We all know this. Now, if he gets knocked out tomorrow, it'd be crazy. That would be crazy. I'd be very shocked.
Wonderful, wonderful.
The Tropical Tom with a donation.
I just happen to be awake at 3 a.m. my time, but this saddens me. My time zone is the minority, but fuck Ariel. Hell. But fuck him. I miss my show because of a fucking beef with fucking Ariel. But let me tell you how I truly feel.
Well, it's not a beef with Ariel. There's no beef with Ariel. We used to have a beef with Ariel, but I'm just going to horse around and clown on him for a little bit. Yeah, here's the thing. We'll be live Tuesday nights, Wednesday nights, Friday nights, Saturday nights. So you get us 90% of the time. Monday shows will be at this time. Thank you, Tropic Tom, for being the first person to donate on our lovely afternoon / morning / whatever time it is show. Let's go, baby. Now, if you'd like to support the show, feel free to do so with a Streamlabs donation. You're not obligated. Unlike Ariel's chat or Luke Thomas's chat, where you got to pay to play. Luke Thomas, the only way he reads your comments is if you throw a super chat in there. God forbid, it's like, God forbid he reads what's going on in this live chat. Like Monday, bruh, from Demula over there. Luke Thomas would never read that, but he charges for everything that you need to say to Luke Thomas. For him to acknowledge your comments, he charges you with super chats. I mean, what the fuck? Now, if you want to support the show, you can. There's a link in the description. No fucking gun to the head. That's how we do it over here. Thank you, Tropic Tom, for that. Back to bed. Have a good night. Where the fuck is that kid glove touch in the bathroom? He is wanking, yes. To be fair, if it was a girl I know, I would pay for OnlyFans if I couldn't see it for free. If it was a girl I know, I would pay for... Why would you pay for OnlyFans? Actually, let's just talk about this. Now, Paige VanZant she is going to OnlyFans. She's going against everything she said before. She said she wasn't going to do OnlyFans, and now all of a sudden she is. I guess we'll play it. To the guys out there, what is the deal with OnlyFans? Why are we paying for this? Porn's free. Like, you could literally go online, bop, 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 naked women. Like, I don't understand. Does it have to be a specific woman? Tits are tits, asses are asses. They're all shapes and sizes. You go on your porn websites, you can find whatever you're looking for. Never understood that. But all right, people don't pay for pay-per-views, but they pay for OnlyFans. All right, okay, whatever. But here we go. Paige VanZant. I'd like to make an announcement.
Paige VanZant.
Is she on steroids? She's got that Xiaonan chin. Okay, what's with the fucking music? Oh my god.
Professional fighter for BKFC.
I'm a professional fighter for BKFC, and now you can look at my titties on OnlyFans.
And this is my OnlyFans.
Oh, look at my titties. They're coming out of the bottom of my bikini. It only costs $40, and you can look at it.
Do exclusive content.
Exclusive content? Like what, Paige? Tell me more.
Training videos and so much more.
Okay, training videos. Like, you can't see that, right? Can't see, I mean, all right.
Welcome to my OnlyFans.
Welcome to my OnlyFans. Okay, there it is. Boom. And they have like porn music in the background over there. There's Paige VanZant. She's got highlights of bare knuckle. She hasn't won a fight in bare knuckle. But listen, all credit to Paige. If she wants to make that cash, go for it. If you got to sell the bod, go for it. Knock yourself out. Get that money. You know, I'm all for people, entrepreneurs making money for themselves and doing their thing. It just so happens Paige VanZant's incredibly irritating. But, you know, listen, you got the physique, you got the bod, people want to spank to it. Go for it. Danny Mackenzie in the chat says he loves Paige. How much? All right, Danny, let me ask you in the chat. How much are you going to pay? Are you going to pay for OnlyFans? Let me know. All right, I'll try to be as nice as possible to you. What type of training is she doing nowadays? I don't know. That's a good question. Wasn't she supposed to be in WWE? Wasn't she supposed to be in bare knuckle? She was 0 for 2 in bare knuckle. Her face isn't even cute, and their boobs are fake. Yeah, I mean, listen. She's a pretty girl. She's a pretty girl. Like, there's a lot worse to look at, right? And she does have fake boobs. And if you're not into that, well, okay, that throws you off. But she's a dime a dozen. I don't understand. I don't get it. I guess because she's got some sort of celebrity status as a fighter, and people want to see naked fighters. I don't know. Nah, homie, I can't spend money on something some weirdo is going to leak later anyways. Yeah, I mean, pretty much, right? If you're in part of any Discord or something, someone's going to drop a picture of her naked. I ain't paying for porn unless they are blowing me. I mean, that's a smart man. I feel like that makes sense, right? Do not contribute to sinners like Paige. She is a sinner. That is true. She must repent for her sins. It's so I don't know. Maybe I'm off on this. Maybe she's happier than ever right now, right? I'm gonna say this. I don't think she is. It's giving me stripper vibes. You know, like when you go to a strip club, you go in there, right? You sit down. I'm not the biggest strip club fan, right? Because I always feel bad for the girls. Anytime I've gone in the past for a bachelor party or anything like that, I would sit down, you know, I would be like, okay, here we go. Strippers are coming. They want to get paid. I get it. And they're just like rubbing the knee on your crotch. And like, hey, you know, like they're saying things that you want to hear. Would you like to go in the back? Would you like this? Would you like that? How many songs? Yada, yada, yada. And all I'm thinking is like, what went wrong? What went wrong in life where you have to fucking take your clothes off and make me chub up? Like, what went wrong in your life for that, right? And usually everything. It's not like, hey, I have a degree, I have this, I have that. I just love being naked in front of really smelly men. Like, I like my lifelong dream was to fucking get naked. Right? My lifelong dream was to, you know, when I was a little girl, you know, people want to be doctors, people want to be lawyers, some want to be athletes. Me, I just want to be naked. Like, what the fuck? Now, if you got it, you got it. You know, the God's gifts. You got everything going on here, and crazy men would pay for this stuff. I get it. You're using your tools. Some people use their brain. Some people use their physique, whether it's athletes or getting naked, whatever it is. You use your gifts, and you make money off of it. I get that. But anytime I see the strippers out there, they all have a sob story. It's all depressing. You just feel horrible. They probably have kids at home. You know, like it's sad. It's a sad world. And Paige VanZant went from being this young, hot UFC fighter. All right. She came in the game. She was actually fun to watch. She really was. Like, she was a scrappy girl. Was she going to be a champion? No, she wasn't going to be a champion. But the UFC gave her a bunch of chances, and it just didn't work out. And then Paige wanted to get paid more, rightfully so, right? It doesn't work out. She goes over to bare knuckle, does her thing over there, and loses 2 fights in a row. This girl's a fighter. She didn't want to be a ring girl. She didn't want to be any of that stuff. She wanted to be a fighter. That's it, right? The fighting's not working. So now she's using the backup plan and getting naked, right? It's a bummer. It really is. I think if you were to sit her down on a couch with a shrink, the shrink would be like, yeah, okay, where did life go wrong? Now, didn't she get molested or something like that in her book? Like, she did have a backstory of trauma and stuff like that, which makes this even more sad. For me, at least. You know, you see a girl like Paige VanZant, you know she's got a backstory where trauma happened, and now she's getting naked for fucking thirsty dudes. Like, it's weird, man. It's weird. I would feel weird donating to an OnlyFans and spanking to this girl that has a traumatic past. I would feel weird about it. You know, that's kind of hit rock bottom. She's not really doing much as an athlete anymore. You know, I guess she is training to be a fighter still. I don't know what her deal is, but she hasn't won in bare knuckle. So she threw a temper tantrum in her last fight where she storms out of the ring. So, like, to me, it's kind of a bummer. You know, it's kind of a bummer to see. Like, I wish all these athletes nothing but the best. If they make the walk, like, we joke around about certain things, but at the end of the day, I want them to succeed. I do. But this being like, this is what everyone's going to know her for? That's her legacy? All right. Let me know in the chat what you think. Let the bitch show them titties. All right, fair enough. Some guys find that hot. What problems in their backstory? Maybe. I don't know what it is. Who's the chick who flashed her knockers after that fight? That girl. Yeah, I think that girl's got her own thing going on too. Yeah, low key would be messed up. Be spanking to her in a post-fight interview after watching her face punched in. She's got more to offer. Sure. Paige Van can't fight. Fun to take nerds versions money. Nobody cares, says that one girl. Okay. No comment. LOL. Well, that one girl, I mean, I don't think you're flicking the bean to it, are you? Are you part of the OnlyFans where you're flicking the bean to this? Yeah. Pre-workout Paige VanZant equals hotter. Stripper make bank, though. Slow DK has MMA Holes OnlyFans. Clam. So there you go. All right, so that's my thoughts on that. You know, I hope she does well. I'm sure she will do well. I mean, guys, when it comes to, I mean, I had Jess on for clickbait when we first started. Like, that was the whole plan. Put the pretty girl out there and then people would just fucking donate. And sure enough, it happened, right? That was the plan. And then next thing you knew, she actually started learning about the sport. She actually became a good commentator and became an actual part of the show. And then everyone stopped donating for just can I take you out on a date? You know, it didn't work. So I get it. Sometimes sex sells, sometimes beauty sells, and people will spend anything on that stuff. I get it. So whatever you got to do. That's all I got to say about Paige VanZant. We move on. We move on to Floyd Mayweather. That happened on Saturday night. Super RIZIN went down. Floyd Mayweather fought this young man, Mikuru Asakura. Now, one's in the chat if you were in the building on Saturday night. We got 51K views on it. How about that? 51K views, not bad on a fucking exhibition fight. Not too shabby. But it's Floyd Mayweather. He's a big name. More watching the replays. I am convinced that shit was a work. Convinced. Now, listen, if you paid for it and, you know, knowing that's an exhibition, you basically knew what you're going to get, right? It's not like you didn't. But I think some people actually paid for it saying, this is going to be a legit fight. This is that. And I know Floyd got clipped, but I don't like going out there and saying this was a fix, this was a scam, this was, you know, a conspiracy. I don't like doing that, and I'll entertain it during some shows. If there's one side screaming, you know, bloody murder, like this is a fix, I'll entertain it so we can have both sides of the story. This was a fix. There's no doubt about it. This was a scam, just like the first time in Japan. I mean, the theatrics of that win on his exhibition fight against Tenshin was ridiculous. And this one over here, maybe disguised a little bit better, but still a fix. Not even a question in my mind. Floyd went in there, got a quick payday, and got the fuck out of Japan. That's what he did over there. Just watching that thing, realizing, okay, my man was supposed to fall in the second round. It happened. Listen, Floyd hasn't knocked anyone out in for how long? He knocked out Conor, right? Conor McGregor, who has zero boxing experience, and Floyd broke him down and took him out, right? But if you're talking about boxing altogether, I mean, in 2 rounds to knock someone out, I'm not saying Floyd sucks. I just don't believe it. Watching it back to how that shot hit, yes, that could knock someone down, but I feel like he clipped him on the ear over here. I feel like it's something where he's like, okay, I could go down. When he did go down, I'm staying down. Like, he got up, he's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm supposed to go down. It didn't seem like he was super hurt or anything like that. It just seemed like nonsense. When is it going to stop? I mean, if you're going there getting, what did he say, 20 million? That's what he's saying. I don't know if that's true. But he says he got paid 20 million for that shit. I don't blame Floyd for doing it. I don't blame Floyd for going over there. And he's blatantly telling the people, he's not really fucking over the people because he's telling them it's an exhibition. So we said it's a scam. Not really, because he's telling you. It's kind of like when someone sells you something. It doesn't give you all the facts. They just tell you, hey, this is going to happen in some sort of way. And you're like, okay, there's going to be a fight. But then you got to read the fine print. And the fine print is this was an exhibition. And the finer print was this was a work. No doubt about it. It happened on Saturday night. Floyd gets the win. And then in November, he's going to turn it back around. And he's going to fight a guy named Deji. Deji. I shit you not. Floyd Mayweather is going to fight Deji. Let me see if I can find the poster for it. Now, if you don't know who Deji is, that's KSI's brother. If you don't know who KSI is, he's a YouTuber. Deji's a YouTuber. And they're going to throw down November 13th, right around the corner. Get right back in a non-existent camp because Floyd doesn't really train for these. And he's going to fight my man Deji. And Deji, I mean, I don't know. He just had a fight with a guy named FouseyTube. That's another YouTuber who's very muscular. Here's the fight over here. Very muscular guy, but Deji wins that thing. But he's not a fighter. You know, Fousey is not, he's not a fighter. But now he's fighting Floyd Mayweather. Now, I want to ask the people out there that are boxing fans or Floyd Mayweather fans, what do you guys think of this? Like, I understand, listen, the guy's about making money. He did what he had to do. He does say that he will put the 50-0 on the line, you know, next year. He's entertaining another Conor fight, which is not a real boxer, but still, I mean, still an actual fighter. So I guess a little bit more interesting than Deji. But what do you guys think about Floyd? I want to know, like, seriously, like, what do you think about Floyd Money Mayweather with these exhibitions? Should we just ignore it? Or should we be like, hey, bro, come on, like you're kind of ruining your legacy. Let me know. How do you feel about the Money Mayweather situation? The power you gain with these with years of boxing is crazy, and accuracy levels to the game. Dollar bills, y'all. He beats McGregor in a rematch too, but even worse this time. Could be. Yeah, I mean, listen. Floyd is Floyd, right? If Floyd really wanted to fight, like if he wasn't toying around in the first couple of rounds, Floyd's a whole different animal. Now, if you put smaller gloves on, you modify the rules a little bit. All right, we got a different situation. But in boxing, yes. $1 million would go a long way. Ignore it. Don't question the GOAT. Floyd is a fucking clown. Give me Floyd. Conor McGregor. Like exhibition are criminal, but all due respect, if you can keep finessing the market, so just go for it. So more power to you, you're trying to say, right? He's making millions without breaking a sweat. Ignore it. I didn't watch anything over the weekend. So, I mean, nothing was going on. So we're like, okay, let's entertain this. And not shocked. We did have the bouncer full. That was interesting. By the way, if you haven't hit the like button, smash it up. Smash up the like button. This is the MMA Holes Hour. This will be our Monday show. We will go head-to-head with Ariel Helwani. And if he's got a good interview on, we'll pay attention. And we'll have a free live chat for you guys to chat in. So make sure you like the stream and subscribe to the channel. Good grief, my cock would be legendary with Asian chicks if they act like that about 6 inches. Whoa.
Wonderful.
Nobody cares about Floyd pillow hands, but Moss can't stop stalking. Yeah, baby. I love stalking. Let's see. James Floyd doesn't have pillow hands. Fook Helwani. I'm feeling the same for this weekend's card. It's not very good. Let's take a look. Friends. I kind of dig this, man. I kind of dig the early streams with you guys. It's good to see you here. Thanks for stopping by. Hit that like button. We're just getting started. Let's look at the weekend's card. Well, we got the Contender Series that is happening tomorrow. Bo Nickel is fighting. Let me see this guy. So we'll be reacting to this card tomorrow. Make sure you subscribe for that. He's fighting Donovan Beard, who's 7-1-0. Not a bad record. Let's see what he's got going on here. So he's got a triangle choke and a knockout. So 2 finishes. All right, so it looks like he's got an upgraded opponent here. Raheem Forrest lost to him unanimous decision. Has a knockout against William Walker. Brandon Shavers. Okay, this guy's got some wins. Okay. Let's see. Let's look at the tail of the tape here, and then we'll get into the card that's happening on Saturday. Here we go. He's a minus 1,500 favorite. 26 versus 32. So this guy's a little bigger at 6'2", over 6'1". We don't know what the reach is yet. All right. Interesting. My goodness, this guy's nostrils are tremendous. I hope he shoves Bo Nickel in one of his nostrils.
Wonderful.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Just shoves him. Submission by a nostril asphyxiation. I don't know.
Super chat.
Guido.
Floyd can only KO someone cold with a cheap shot.
There you go. A cheap shot. I noticed at one point, and thank you, Guido, for the $2 donation. Come on. Early stream's going to be the norm now. No, just for Monday. All right, so if you're just jumping in, let me just reiterate what I said at the beginning of the show. We are the MMA Holes Hour. We've been doing this for 6 years. We've been doing the show. And we are on episode number 241 of the MMA Holes Hour. The show originated during the day going up against Ariel Helwani. We were trolling the shit out of it. And we're trolling again. We're going to be doing it again simultaneously, going over the same time Ariel goes on. We're going to be doing our topics over here. We're going to be interacting with the live free chat. And then if Ariel has a decent guest, here's the thing. I can't watch Ariel. I've tried lately. I've been having a lot of problems. I try to pull some of his stories for news, but he does break the news with some of these interviews. So what we're going to do is if he's interviewing some of these guests over here and there's a big breaking story, we're going to fucking talk about it live over here. We'll break it here on the show. We'll talk about it, and we'll get it popping. Mondays will be our early streams. Tuesday, we're going to do the Contender Series at night. Wednesday is our interview show. We'll do a show every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And then the Fuko Fridays at night. Our reactions are usually at night, so that's it. I don't have to listen to Ariel's bad takes on steak and milk. Yeah, Ariel overcooking. Listen, I'm not the type of guy that eats a raw steak, But the way Ariel eats food, I mean, it should be illegal. He's got the weirdest palate of all time. Listen, the only thing I can't stand is mayonnaise. Mayonnaise could go fuck itself. Anyway, that's my thing. Variety is the spice of life. Yeah, I mean, why not switch it up? Why not shake it up? You know what I'm saying? And we tap into an audience that we can't reach at night. So if you're new, now I want to know in the chat, because I see a lot of familiar faces, and it's good to see you guys here, and gals, of course. If you are new to the show, drop in the chat. Let me say hello to the new people out there. Ariel's not on today. Yeah, I mean, listen, he's counting his shekels. He eats unleavened bread. Mayo is love in a jar. Dude, Danny, I don't ban many people, but don't ever say that again, okay? Because I'm itching right now to ban you from this chat. How dare Mayo is the devil. Floyd Money Mayweather is flaming homosexual. Have you had a bad experience with him? I'm a new dad. Hey, JGX, welcome to the channel.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Are you my son? What the fuck is this now morning show? Says Dylan. Yeah, I mean, no, this is a sandwich. You're watching a sandwich right now. It's not a show. Ariel loves the holes. Mayo is delicious. Dirtworm. I got my finger on the trigger. I got it. Where's your boy Nick Gurlover? Nick Gurlover is sleeping, so he's not with us. The best condiment, Dirtworm. There's no fucking way. There's no way you could say mayo is better than ketchup or mustard. Barbecue sauce is very superior as well. But I don't really use much. But if I have to use a condiment, I'll use anything but mayonnaise. I love balsamic. On my deli meat sandwiches, balsamic is fucking bomb diggity. Your numbers are lower than usual, says Sensei. Well, listen, Sensei, I got to say this. I don't know if you heard us in the beginning, but it's the first one we're doing back at the mornings. Pump the brakes, all right? Rome wasn't built in a day. So go back to the fucking your Sensei room. Garlic sauce is the best, and I miss Sober Carl. Let's see. Ariel's nose solid burger sauce is the best. Let's see. Mustard's horseradish high octane. I like horseradish, but the problem with horseradish is sometimes they harm it with mayonnaise. All right, here we go. Let's go to the card that's happening this weekend. There's Invicta that's going on. Did anyone even know this? I just saw this now. Wednesday night. Axis TV. Axis still has fights? I had no idea. So Invicta moved to Axis? I thought they were on Fight TV. I mean, not Fight TV, Fight Pass. Invicta FC 49. Oh, maybe if we don't get a guest. I don't know. I'm going to get a guest. Fuck that. One championship's going down Thursday, 6:30 a.m. One on Prime Video at 8 p.m. So they're continuing their Prime. I heard they had little problems with the Prime. LFA 143. So a lot of stuff coming up. Here's the fight card that we're talking about. 10-1. By the way, Bare Knuckle is the same night. So you got big Ben Rothwell, who was on the show, making his Bare Knuckle debut. That's happening the same night. And it's going to go head-to-head with this, right? Oh, let me see this real quick. Let's see. UFC.com. Mayonnaise could be used as horse semen.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Sinosi.
RIP Monday phone calls. I admit it's why I love the Monday show the most.
So I will probably take phone calls during these shows. I probably will if we have a lull in content or whatever. I probably will take phone calls on this show. I have to be honest with you. The Monday phone calls were getting really depressing. Thank you for the donation. They were really getting depressing. It was getting to the point where I was getting a little down, and I was like, I don't know. I just felt this weird weight every time I'd open the phone lines. So I'm hoping when the sun is out, maybe we'll get some more bright phone calls. I don't know. So thank you, Sonosi, for that donation. Yeah, we'll probably open phone calls today. Wow, that picture, Jesus Christ. They're not doing Dern and Yan any favors with this. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Like, there was one stream I did with Jess, and I was like, Jess, are you depressed or is it me? Nicole wrecked my car. Oh my God. First off, is she okay? And if she is, you must beat the shit out of her. 7 p.m. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on a second here. So the main card for this weekend, by the way, you got Randy Brown. Our buddy Randy Brown's fighting in the co-main event against Trinaldo. It's a banger fight. This is my main event right here. And here's the thing. Listen, I'm not I'm kind of falling off on women's MMA, but I do want to say this. Mackenzie Dern's always exciting. It's not like this girl fights boring fights. She always goes for the finish. So I do have to give Mackenzie Dern some credit on that. So I'm gonna be as optimistic as possible to fight night. I'm not gonna really go too crazy, but my goodness, this picture is horrific. Jesus Christ, this is giving me nightmares. That poster. Wow, what are they thinking with this? What are they thinking? You know, you could be the hottest girl in the world. You get this close to a human being. You know, I don't care how photoshopped it is. It's a problem. It's a problem. It's a good fight, but it shouldn't be a main event. Well, yeah, I mean, all right, if you look at the other fights on this card, I mean, listen, I think the co-main event is a better fight. I think this is a banger, this co-main event, but I don't think you could really sell it as a main event. Ronaldo's like 700 years old, and Randy Brown, who we know, not everyone does, but we do, and the guy's fantastic. He's been on the show. I did reach out to him beforehand. He says he's really focused on his fight. After the fight, we'll get him on. Sadiq Yusuf, Don Shanis. Who the fuck is Don Shanis? I don't even know who Don Shanis is. Wow. Okay. Latifi on the prelims against Olenek. Okay. OG scrapping there. Penne versus Ricci. Oh, Ricci's that girl. She's fun. Okay. Silva versus Ronson. Yoko versus Brandon Allen. This is a firefight right here. That's a good fight. Maxim Grisham versus Philip Lins is not a bad fight either. All right, listen. It's a fight night card. It's all right. It's okay. But here's the deal. The main card starts at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So when this card ends, how many fights are on the main? 6? When this card ends, we could probably roll into the main event on BKFC with Ben Rothwell. Actually, I think he's in the co-main. So it might run into like the last 2 fights over there. So we might dabble into that as well on Saturday. Anyway, sorry. Had to get that out of the way. The card's okay. It's not good. People that would complain about the Sandhagen fight, that card, well, this one on paper doesn't look as much better. The co-main's good. All right, what do you guys think about this? This card over here. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone's going to complain. That's usually what we do. That's how we do as an MMA community. We get together, we complain, we hang with the boys.
Hang with the boys.
Dirtworm says the next card is even worse. Yeah, it's another female headline card, right? Let me just double check here. Let's see. Yeah. Grasso. But here's the delightful part of this card. We got another buddy fighting on this thing. Someone's fighting in honor of the Snow Roaches. By the way, the Magny versus Rodriguez is all right. Oh, my God. Serkinov versus Menafield. Okay. Someone's getting knocked down in that fight. Cub Swanson in the co-main event against Jonathan Martinez. I tell you what, Askarov versus Royval, nope. This card is way better. This card is like light years better. And then here we go. Here's the fight I was talking about. I mean, you got Asunciao versus Henry on the prelims over here. Mike Jackson, the most racist fighter in the UFC roster, is fighting Pete Rodriguez. Now, if you're new to the show, Pete Rodriguez came on the show and told us that he's going to get on the mic and say, after he knocks out Mike Jackson, and say, shout out to my Snow Roaches, the MMA Holes. He's going to fucking put him in the dirt. Pete Rodriguez is going to rise and knock out this piece of shit Mike Jackson. Yeah, I got to be honest with you. I think this card's better than Saturday's. Araujo versus Grasso. Yeah, I think it's a better card. I do. At least it ends a little stronger. The one this weekend's kind of a little more spread out. But listen, they're fight nights, and it's an excuse to get together. Hopefully we see a lot of carnage. We'll have our Goat Milk Pick'em League. If you're not in our Pick'em League, jump in on the MMAHoles.com. You could be part of our Goat Milk Pick'em League and have chances to win some cool stuff. They need to stick to only 2 female divisions like it used to be. Yeah, you know what? But then again, they wanted to make, like everyone wanted to, that 105 weight class. I want heavyweight. This is how you make women's MMA great. I've said this before, but I've said it in the evening. I'm going to say it earlier in the day. If you want to make women's MMA great again, you got to put thick women in there. You need sloppy, fat, heavyweight women just knocking the shit out of each other. That will save women's MMA. That will save it. Just say it. That's what you got to do. Until that happens, women's MMA is going to be a lot of up and down stuff. So we need two sloppy, just like I want flapping over there. I want them in two pieces, and I want shit flapping all around. That's what I want. That's what I want. And I want thick, big women just fucking going at it with each other, rolling around on the ground. Even if there's no technique to it, it'll be amazing to watch. You know? Right? One's in the chat if you'd be down for that. So it's not all about beating off to the women, for God's sakes. Moss, would you jerk off to that? See, here we go. No, I don't jerk off to anything, to be honest. I got my lovely wife, so thankfully she handles that situation for me. But if I were to jerk off, probably not to that. No, probably not. We need baddie Bertha Brawl. Yeah, that's what we need. We need two thick ladies. And like, all joking aside, like, it is a joke, of course. But no, it's not. I would like to see that. I'm not joking. But, like, I'm not trying to make fun of overweight women. I think it would be entertaining. I do. I think if you have fat, sloppy men in there going, and you always have that chance of a knockout, and sometimes we see some really shitty men's heavyweight fights, but you always say, oh, well, there's always the chance of the knockout. At least you have that with the women. Get fucking big women out there. I mean, imagine, you ever see those, like, World Star videos where, like, the little scrawny girl that's dressed half naked, you got Big Bertha coming out, like, it's like, oh, no, you didn't. And she's like, what, pat, what, pat, what, pat. Like, that's what I want to see. Just put 4-ounce gloves on them. That's it. Put 2 of them in there. We got ourselves, I mean, you put the belt around the waist. You actually put 3 belts together and put it around their waist. Let's go. Let's go, baby. 99% of women's MMA is Z's. No weight limit for men's heavyweight? I don't think it's a necessity. But would I watch? Of course. I don't think it's a necessity. Women are overrated. Me and my hand get along just fine as of now. Hey, listen. Sometimes Pamela is a fantastic partner. Yes and no to weight limits for men's heavyweight. Yes and no. Yeah, I don't need it. Like, I don't need it. I know. I feel like the weight gaps now in men's heavyweight are kind of wild, man. They're kind of like, you still could have an edge with like a decent amount of weight. It's weird. But yeah. Anyway. All right, I'm going to go over to some news over here on the Mma-Holes Hour. So we have a new section in Discord. And by the way, before we get to that, let me give a shout out to our sponsors. CBDX.com is the promo code. What is it? MMAHOLES for 20% off the finest of CBD THC products. Actually, THC products. It gets you high, this stuff. 20% off, promo code MMAHOLES for all their stuff over there. And if you buy something with our code, you get a free gift from the Mma-Holes. That's right. Using our code MMAHOLES, you get a free gift from CBDX.com. You must be 21 plus to purchase. And I have become much of a fan of the gummies. I do like the gummies a lot. The Delta 8 has my love. And all I do is have half, and I'm flying high. If you want to see some of the side effects on the Floyd Mayweather fight, you can see me gradually, get into the zone. So CBDX.com, and the promo code is MMAHOLES for 20% off. MyBookie.ag, not that DraftKings stuff. MyBookie.ag is where you make your bet. And you get a 100% match in your first deposit. 100%, not 50, not 20. 100% match using MMAHOLES, exclusive Mma-Holes promotion from MyBookie.ag. If you want that 100% match, use code MMAHOLES and win big, baby. Win big. If you want the best underwear in the world, check it out. Link in the description. 20% off Sheath underwear. MMAHOLES is how you get that discount. And the holidays are coming around. Not a bad idea for a gift. And even if you want it as a gag gift, it has that little pouch in the front. You could have a good laugh as well. But once you wear it, you're like, wait, this is not funny anymore. This is actually
wonderful.
So 20% off, promo code MMAHOLES. And Head Rush, the same thing. The promo code is MMAHOLES, exclusively for our people, the Mma-Holes. So get your discounts, support our sponsors. They support us, and everyone stays wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Also, if you want to watch the Contender Series tomorrow night, ESPN Plus is linked down below in the description. ESPN Plus. All right. Watch the fights with us tomorrow using our link. Thank you, sponsors. So, what I was going to say, Discord, as I sip some coffee What'd you guys have for breakfast today? So we have a Discord link in the description if you ever want to call the show or you want to talk to almost 500 people over here in the Discord when we're not live or when we're live. Just drop in the Discord. We have a new news section here. So if there's something that you would like to talk about or see discussed on the show, drop it in our new news section here. Just copy and paste the link and we will discuss. I'm going to roll up to the top part over here on our news, and here we go. Michael Chandler criticizes premature praise for Islam Makhachev. That is right around the corner. Islam Makhachev versus Charlie Olives. But Michael Chandler is criticizing him. Now, Chandler did fight Oliveira. He did come into the UFC and fight Oliveira. He also fought Dan Hooker. He also fought, an expiring Tony Ferguson. But Michael Chandler is a G. And now he's going to fight Dustin Poirier, who's a legit guy. But Dustin Poirier was an interim champ and never officially the champ, Not official, but Charles Olives was. And Charlie Olives is fighting Makhachev. Now, everyone needs a resume, right? And there are times when you look at the resume, you're like, you scratch your head, not so impressive. And yes, Islam Makhachev's resume, not the best in the world. Not the best. But sometimes when you see a man's skill set and you can see what they can do out there, you kind of know. You kind of know they're pretty good. And Islam Makhachev is one of those guys. Even though he hasn't fought the best of the best, neither did Khabib on the way up. Some guys were decent, but, before the UFC, people criticized padding. And when he got in the UFC, people scratched their head and said, is he really that good? And then he proved himself. I think Islam Makhachev is just another example of that. I understand that he doesn't have the best resume in the world, but I think Islam is the real deal. And if he runs over Charles Oliveira, which is not a guaranteed lock because Charlie Olives is a G, if he runs over Charlie Olives, there's no more questions. There's no more. Islam is the real deal. Michael Chandler saying this, though, I want to know in the chat what you think. I think what Michael's doing is this. I think he realizes how good Islam is. I think he's just trying to stay in the headlines. And he's doing a great job of it. He's going back and forth with Poirier. He keeps the trash talking a certain way that just keeps people talking about him. Not incredibly disrespectful, but in this case, it could be taken that way. I think Michael Chandler does a good job. But let me know in the chat, Islam Makhachev, Michael Chandler's comments. What about that resume? Chandler's not wrong. He's not. He is not wrong. If you just look at the resume on its own, he's not. He's not lying. Olive's got vines. Islam got knocked out already in the UFC. That is true. That is correct. Heavyweight limit is going to disappear 2023. Don't let the cause tell you no. Also, pride rules in the UFC 2023. That sounds like fake news. Islam is going to sleep again, says Daddy Big Dick. Pet my scrotum pole. What is a scrotum pole? Your penis? Is that what you're saying? Why don't you just say penis? Why do you guys say scrotum pole? Just say penis. We get it. You want us to pet your penis. Conor versus Islam. I've always wanted to be an American, right? If Islam does win, who would you like his first title defense to be against? Volk? All right, so if Islam wins, that's a great question. If Islam wins. All right, there's a couple of answers for that. There's a couple. First off, I think if Islam takes him out in the first round, makes it look easy, then the rematch is out the window. But if it's a competitive fight, go with the rematch because I think the matchup's fantastic. Volkanovski, I don't know if we should have him. They're saying he might be on standby for that fight. I don't know if now is quite the time to really put him at 155. I think let a champion sit there and be strong and then put Volk up. Like if Islam wins the belt and then you just have Volk go up, I feel like it's weird. Oliveira defends here. Maybe we could talk about Volkanovski. There would be a massive difference in size, but maybe we could talk about that because you have a guy in Volk who looks pretty dominating and then you have a guy in Charles that looks pretty dominating. But if Islam wins, he's fresh. And there's so many matchups you could make for Islam. And I got to be honest with you. I know people, we're all like, Conor's never coming back and this and that. If Conor does come back and gets a win, right, the storyline, I'm not saying it makes sense. I'm not saying they should do this. But the UFC would love to have Conor fight Khabib's protege. You fucking, I mean, you're talking like ridiculous pay-per-view buys for something like that. So if Islam wins, mark my words, the UFC would do everything possible to pave a way for Conor to somehow get that shot against Islam Makhachev. They would give him the easiest fights possible to put him against Islam Makhachev. You could just lock that up, you know? So, Volkanovski versus Islam, I don't think anytime soon. I don't know. What do you think in the chat?
Super chat.
Young Fatty.
I'm at work hiding in the crapper. Send help.
Young Fatty, thank you for the $2 donation. I didn't think you guys would donate this early. I mean, I tell you what, if you guys are going to donate this early, then fuck yeah, let's keep the party going. Thank you, Young Fatty, and I hope you have a good, quick day at work. The time is excellent for Conor to come back. Yeah, listen, I understand. Listen, I get it. Enough with the Conor talk until he has a fight. He's making a movie now. He's running around with all the muscles. I get that. But if Islam Makhachev is the champ with Khabib Nurmagomedov in the corner, the protege, I mean, if you don't think in that war room there's a side thing with Conor McGregor's name and it's like a million red lines just pointing in the direction of Makhachev, you're crazy. Because you know Dana White, I mean, would do anything in his power to try to make that happen. Volk is the backup. Yes, that's what I said. I said I'm pretty sure that's the case. But I don't know if it's for sure. Dana said he would entertain that idea, but I don't know if that's locked in yet. Can only do this today, sadly, 9 to 5 most weekdays. All right, Sonosi, but listen, we're going to have you in the building on our Wednesday, our Tuesday shows, our Fridays, and I appreciate it, Sonosi, you stopping by. Islam Makhachev, as Chael would say, Islam Makhachev, is that what he says? Beneil Dariush or Gamrot, it's a great fight, man. It's a great fight. Dariush and Gamrot, people sleeping on Dariush because Dariush looks like he should be, I don't know. He just looks like an everyday dude. Just the everyday guy selling cars or whatever. But Dariush is a killer. That's a great fight. I tell you what, I'm not going to make a pick, man. Not yet. Not yet. As it approaches us, though, I will give you a solid lock, but not yet. I can't do it. This number one goal for UFC, says Kurt. Volk would beat all the Oliveira and Islam groupies. I'm working 8 to 5 every day, boy, says Dirtworm. He says Makhachev. Is that what he says? Well, if you could listen to us at work, I hope we're getting you through your work day. Is anyone? How many people in the chat are listening to us? Ready? Okay. Let me ask this question because we got $128 in here. Keep on hitting that like button if you haven't done so. Smash it up. How many people in the chat right now are listening to us at work? Okay, that's the question right now. How many people are listening to us at work? This is going to be interesting. Darius should get the shot off if he wins. He should. Yeah. Lunch break? Okay. Yes, I'm listening. All right, so Pale, John Guy's at work. Nah, I'm chilling, having coffee. Okay. All right, so a couple of people at work right now. Young Fatty is listening at work. Joel is off on Mondays. All right, Joel. We have a date every Monday. I'll see you here in the chat. Okay, bud? Let's see. Not school, second to first person. Wait, not school, second to last period. Oh, Jesus Christ, I can't read. I was going to work, but the tire fell off my van. Oh, my God. All right, here's the next question for the chat. I'm from UK at the pub. Let's go, Sandy, man. Have a drink for us. I'm jealous. All right, how many people in the chat right now? How many people in the chat right now are watching from school? Let me know. How many people in the chat right now watching from school? Told last 2 customers I'm out of what they wanted, so they'd leave. No injuries, just waiting on mechanic. All right, that's good to know. Bird MMA. Who the fuck is Bird? Who is that? You made another account. Oh, you had to make another account. Oh, that's the best. It delights me. No school, Kanye West graduation, baby. Let's see. Any back surgery? By the way, tomorrow I got to go for a physical. Haven't done a physical. It's been over the time, so I got to go with the blood work and all that fucking stuff tomorrow morning. So physical time for me. Got to fast, and I hate doing physicals, but you got to go, right? You got to go. All right, anyway. So no one else is really watching in school, or one person's watching in school. Let's see. Americans don't need to work while socialists destroy the economy. Go, Pedo Joe. Okay, that's your contribution to the show today. Appreciate that. All right, let's move on to the next topic over here. So we spoke about Michael Chandler's thoughts on Makhachev's competition. And let's look at the poster over here for IZZY versus Alex Pereira. What is this? Oh my. This looks like something outside of a gay nightclub. What is this?
Gaylord.
What the? This is not the poster, is it? The UFC 281 poster as voted on by Socios fans. People voted for this? Hold on. What? There's definitely a troll job going on. So Socios.com. What is this? I don't even know what the hell this is. Oh my God. So what were the other options? I look at this, I just immediately want to put a penis in my mouth. It's really weird. Okay. All right. This is the laziest fucking poster ever. This is lazy, man. Like, what the fuck? Take a couple of Getty photos, slap them on with lazy. Is this real? This is not real, is it? I mean, that looks a lot better. This is, oh my God. Oh my God, this is real. Dude. Glove Touch could make poster circles around this. This is horrific. Dude, what the fuck? Are those lightsabers or? All right, chat, what do you vote this? 10 being the best poster of all time, 1 being the worst. What do you guys vote on this poster? Fun card, just ridiculous poster. That's just like, I mean, you have a grudge match. Like you have like this match between Adesanya and Pereira is so fascinating. You put laser beams, like, I mean, there should be like fucking, I don't know, shit falling apart in the background, fire, and just like, I mean, this is an intense rematch, a lot on the line over here, and you put lasers, like we make it a fucking nightclub. What is this? I don't understand. Because is he as gay as fuck? Oh my God. All right, let's get this guy out of here. This guy, come on, get out of here. Get out of here. I want him to make another account. Bye-bye. Bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. So the only reason why I banned that guy, we don't really ban many. The only reason why I banned that guy is we were doing a gaming stream, and he popped in. He was crying for hours. Just crying and crying, crying that we banned him. So I'm just going to keep banning him. He gets so mad. And then he runs into like other forums, and he's just like, he doesn't realize he's promoting us by even just saying our name. He's the dumbest person on YouTube. So I like to ban him. I like to just kind of publicly humiliate him and just send him on his way. So anyway, we'll be seeing a lot of that on this show. All UFC fighters are kind of homosexual. They have dudes wrapped around. I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess. I can't deny that, right? There's a lot of activities there. Would be fun in a gay bedroom, sure. Okay. All right, what are we rating this thing? 5, you give him the poster? So out of 10, what do you give this? 10, the best poster in the world. 1, the worst. 1, the worst. Let me know. I'm going to give this poster a solid 3. I'll give it a 3. I'll be generous. That's a very generous rating on this thing. It's terrible. For such a fun, intriguing matchup. And you do have the Carlos Esparza defense over there. I want to see what Zhang brings back. You got Chandler Poirier. I mean, that's a 3. It's a pretty, I mean, I know Carl's last fight wasn't that great, but still, it's interesting. A 1, a 2, a 5, a 3, a 2, a 1, a 4. Okay, I think we're all in the same ballpark. Very nice. I'm not going to give this poster any more of my attention. It needs to be changed immediately. Do they want to sell pay-per-views? Is that what we're going for? All right, we move on. Let's move on to the next story that we dropped on the Discord over here. Matchup roundup, new UFC and Bellator fights. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we got over here. So, okay. So we know the Magny fight against Rodriguez is going down. Okay, hold on a second. All right. So UFC Fight Night 212, Las Vegas, October 15th. We just looked at that card. Neil Magny versus Daniel Rodriguez has been added to that, so we saw that earlier. UFC 280, Abu Dhabi. Shamil Abda, I'm just going to say Shamil because I can never say this guy's name, against Jalton Almeida. Oh my God. What? Hold on a second. Is that right? No way. That's on the card too? Let's see, where's UFC 280? Oh, dude, that's fire. Ah. That ball, you're playing games. Where is it at? How did I miss that? Oh my God. Are you kidding me? By the way, oh my God, Shamil is going to get killed. Oh my God. So Almeida's back in action. Yo, this guy is a champion. This guy's thrown on the card too? Oh my God. Dude, this card is ridiculous. This card is stacked. And then you got Chukagian. You got Bathroom Break. Bilal, Sean Brady, Beneil, and Gamrot. Yeah, as you get closer, I don't have a pick for this yet. It's such a good fight. Dude, this card is insane. The only bummer for this card is that it is going to be early. Doing these fight reactions early sucks. You lose the juice, man. You lose that U.S. juice. You do get the international juice, which is cool. But I feel like, I mean, majority, like 80% of our audience, I would say, or 90% of our audience is from the U.S. And we do have people from all over the world watching too. But I mean, with 66,000 people, a large chunk is from the U.S. So it is a little weird when we do these early cards. When we did Nurmagomedov versus Poirier, it just wasn't the same. It didn't feel the same. It didn't have the same juice. So I hope maybe we'll get something different because it's such a good card. My goodness. I didn't know Almeida was thrown on there. That's a good fight. That's not a good fight. It's a lopsided murder, really, but I like seeing Almeida fight. I'm up to 12. What do you guys think about that, man? I mean, there's no way Almeida loses that thing. 10 fucking a.m. I'm in bed, haha, too tired. Almeida hit puberty at 5 years old. Ryan just talks about potatoes, nothing changes. Like 7 p.m. Okay, let's move on to the next fight over here. So, Fight Night Las Vegas, November 5. Derek Minor versus who we got here? Fight against, okay. Derek Minor looks on before his featherweight fight against Ryan Hall during the UFC 2. All right, so it's Derek Minor versus Nerdenbeek. Right, who cares about that? Let's see. Derek Lewis versus Spivak. That's happening November 19th. I mean, Lewis is going to win this one. I know Spivak's had his moments where he's looked pretty good. I think Lewis bounces back with this one. And here's the Chris Curtis fight. We're still working on these guys. I want to get them on the same show together. That would be fun. So, oh, maybe we got to hit up the glove touch. Doesn't he have fucking Buckley's number? Text Buckley and tell him to read his goddamn DMs. That's a good fight, though. Let's see. Bruno Silva out. Let's see. Alexichuk is taking the place against Duraev. Okay. That's December 17th. And there's a fight night in January. Jimmy Flick versus Jeff Molina. So Jeff Molina making his return. Okay. Rio de Janeiro, UFC 283. Bonfim versus Lizez. Okay. All right. I mean, other than the Almeida thing, I don't really care. Let's see what else we got here. Sean O'Malley oozing confidence. Did you see this? Sean O'Malley talking to the peeps, saying that he doesn't think he's going to get punched. He's surprised if he'll get hit by Petr Yan. So, let me just say this. Sean O'Malley, Sugar Sean. I got to give Sean credit. I liked him coming in from the Contender Series. Then I was completely down on the guy. I don't know what happened there. I had like a weird... I think I had what Jesse had. That congestion thing, it just happened to me. That is weird. What was happening Saturday to Jesse, I think I'm going to have to dust this room. I think the room is too dusty. That was weird. With Sean O'Malley coming in from the Contender Series, he looked fun, right? I was like, wow, this is going to be a fun guy to watch. And then he had a couple of fights where it's just like, I think he's overrated. And then after that, he bounced back and looked pretty good. And now he's worked himself into a spot fighting a guy named Petr Yan. Now, Yan is levels ahead of what he's experienced before. Yan is a top dog right there, former champion. But for some reason, I was picking Yan the whole way. And as the fight gets closer and closer, there is a part of me. There is a part of me that is saying, Sean might have a good shot at this. Now, I know I see 206 owners saying Sean's going to get fooked up. And I think that a rational mind would think that. Something, I don't know. Something is telling me that Sean O'Malley, he might be able to pull this off. He might be able to do it. I'm trying to think where the threat. I mean, unless here's the problem with Sean O'Malley and his grappling. You could tell he's training his jiu-jitsu a lot. He's comfortable from off the back, but I still feel fighting a guy like an Aljo, fighting a heavy grappler, a Marab, would be a problem for Sean. And listen, Peter could grapple. There's no doubt about it. I mean, he threw Aljo on his ass a bunch of times. He could trip you down and get a solid position. But I still think this is going to be a stand-up fight. And if so, with a slow starting Yan and a fast starting Sean, this could be a little more interesting. This could be a Sean O'Malley shock the world situation to those that are realistic and know how good Yan is. Yan's great. He's a great fighter. Like, yeah, that reach is there. The power is there. This is going to be competitive. This is going to be a very, very competitive fight. And as the fight gets closer, I might swing in favor. I still have Yan by an edge. But as it gets closer, I might go for Sean O'Malley in this fight. I might actually pull the trigger and go for Sean O'Malley in this fight. It's fascinating. Big opportunity. Now, the moment might be too... I mean, Sean's going to Abu Dhabi for this thing. I feel like that's against him, I mean, maybe he'll have the happy dad guys throwing around fucking shit in the crowd. I don't know. But this is a really fascinating matchup and a massive opportunity. I do feel that Sean is thrown to the wolves, but as the fight gets closer, I'm becoming a believer in some weird way. I'm becoming a believer. Let me know in the chat, who do you have? In fact, I'm going to put a poll. Who wins? I'm going to put it in the chat. I'm going to put Yan or Suga Sean. Okay, here we go. The first poll of the day coming in the chat. Drop it at you. Dropping it like it's hot. Ask in the community. All right, the poll in. Who you guys think and why? Let me know in the chat. Let's see. Show him will lose his body, will break down or something again. Clown is delusional. Yan will whoop the fruit loop out of sugar. All suspicious dudes root for O'Sally and his line of feminine grooming. It's so weird. It's another thing where we just say his name. Like, we're going to say O'Sally. Like, it's bizarre. Just say his fucking name. Just say his name. O'Sally. Like, what do you do? Are you trying to get a laugh or... I don't understand it. I want to see a Cheeto Vera rematch. I would like to see that too. Did y'all hear, let's see, Nicki Minaj, new trash? No, I did not. Yeah, Sugar. So you're thinking of double disqualification, says Jonathan. I mean, that is the problem, though, with Sean O'Malley. He does break. So you would have to think Petr Yan would be a guy that could legit break O'Malley, But there's a lot of confidence. Sugar's coming into this with incredible confidence. He said he was sliding into Yan's DMs over and over again when I was watching Will Harris's documentary. He was sliding into the DMs and telling Will that he wants to fight Petr. Like he wanted this fight really bad. Like, how do you beg Petr Yan that you want to fight him? Like, that guy's a savage. This guy's got no fear, man. He's got no fear. So he's taking a shot, and the UFC gave him the shot. Big stage, Abu Dhabi. I mean, it's pretty wild. Now I'm looking at the poll, and the poll says, give me a second. Let's see what you guys say. All righty. Looking at the poll, and the poll says this: who will win, Yan or Sugar? And 67% are saying Sugar. I mean, 32% saying Sugar's going to lose. 68% saying Yan is going to win. So get those votes in. By the way, A little weird. A little bit weird right now. I'm going to keep the poll up for a second. We just dropped it in there. We got 122 people watching with 100 likes. Now, I feel like we could at least match the likes over there, so smash the like button. If you'd like to see more content early in the day, bash up that like button. I need you to spike it up. 150 is the goal. Now, in the poll over there, I see people as well, 38 votes. I mean, we just dropped it in. I'm going to give you a second, but drop your votes in because I would love to see what you guys are thinking on that fight. Will Harris wanted to do a documentary on me, and I turned it down with a loser on Sensei Seagal. TJ is underrated right now. Thanks, bro. I forgot to like. Thank you, Lil Seal. Appreciate that. 32% are smart MMA fans. Do Pereira versus Adesanya poll. Pereira. Yeah, we could do that too. Let's let that fight get a little closer. Make a pick, people. It looks like Yan, though. Like I'm looking at it now, the poll is coming in 70% now, 69%. So, all right, I'm going to leave that up for a little bit. They're right, though. I understand why Yan is the favorite and why a lot of people would pick Yan. I get it. But I don't know, man. Something is like swinging me in the direction. Maybe I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. Possibly. I'm trying to put aside anything with Sean O'Malley. Like, put aside the gimmick, the clown hair. Just think about what he does in the cage. Think about the slow starting of Petr Yan. You know? And losing his belt and, you know. There are things out there that you can kind of say, maybe. Might be a chance. I know the delusional O'Malley fans are probably like, oh, you know, Sean O'Malley undefeated, blah, blah, blah. I get it. And it probably discourages people on picking him, but it's a question. We could entertain this question. Let's look over here. I'll take that out. Dana White reveals how much longer he has gotten to live. So we spoke about this earlier, I guess, to the people that weren't around for this conversation. Dana White talking about, I'll talk about it quickly over here because we did speak about this on Saturday. But Dana White decided to go and speak to a gentleman that could predict when your expiration date is, when you're going to die. He goes to this guy, does all his blood work. The guy talks to him for 3 hours. And the guy tells Dana White, you got 10 years to live. Unless you change your lifestyle, your diet, everything that's going on. 10 years to live. So now Dana White's going on this special diet, and he's dropped like 30 pounds, and he says he feels like a 30-year-old again, and blah, blah, blah. So Dana White's saying that, okay? I want to ask the chat. We asked the people on Saturday, but I guess there's some people here that weren't around for that. I want to ask you, would you do that? Would you go to a guy? Now, apparently this guy, he's so meticulous in everything that he checks on the blood work, and he really goes down to the wire, and he looks at science, and he's apparently off by like a month with when he says someone's going to die at a certain time. Like, apparently this guy's so good that he can get you within a month of when you're going to die, right? If you live the same way. If you had that opportunity to go to this doctor or this human being that could do something like this, would you do it? Yes or no in the chat. Would you do it? Now, me, I'm a little paranoid and all this stuff. I probably still would do it. Because if a doctor said, hey, you got to change this or you're going to die in 10 years, I'd probably be like, okay. Now, I know a lot of people would say no. More normal people would say no. But let me know in the chat. I'm just curious. I would do it. I would change everything in my life. It would give me a good reason to change things, you know? I would do it. Years of being old. If it was real, then yes. I mean, well, what do you got to lose? You don't have anything to lose by doing it. You know what I'm saying? You could believe him or not. That's on you. And I don't know, you know, how true it really is. I have no idea. I would laugh my ass off. Like you would laugh and your ass would fall off your body? That sounds like you got about 2 years to live. Hopefully it would be sooner rather than later. You would hope for the quick death. All right. Maybe if Adolf did it. Normal Doc says diet and lose some weight or you're at a high risk of so-and-so. Yeah, I mean, any normal person knows, right? Your diet and your lifestyle, your exercise plays a big part. But it's interesting because, you know, like Dana White, the dude's pumping himself with a bunch of testosterone. Guy's walking around with all his muscle on him. You know, he's doing Fuck It Friday where he's eating just everything. You know? So you got to think, a guy in his 50s pumping all his testosterone, eating this crazy stuff. Like, he didn't care about his diet, you know? And then you get a reality check of that, hey, this is gonna This is gonna come get you. It's gonna bite you in the ass. It's gonna make you laugh your ass off. Your body. You know, the boss is doing some changes. Now it's nice that the boss has an actual. I saw Eli Manning's brother. I forgot what's the Manning brothers. They have a third brother that's like a Mongoloid. There's Peyton, there's Eli, and then there's the Mongoloid brother. And if you're not a football fan, you would know, I guess, the Mannings. But anyway, this brother has a show. It's like a backyard barbecue show. He was in the backyard of Dana White's house. Did anyone see it? Not Archie. Archie's the dad, unless the son's name Archie. Fredo Manning. Hey, it's Fredo. No, isn't Archie the dad? Cooper. There we go. Cooper. That's his name. Thank you, Yosh. Yeah, Archie's the dad. So it's Cooper Manning. Real goofball, this guy. But yeah, he does his show, and they show Dana White's backyard and his chef. The dude's cooking him like fucking 6 meals a day. You know, it must be nice. He's got a resort. Like, yes or no, did you see Dana White's backyard? It is, I mean, listen, the guy's loaded, so I get it. But my goodness, the amount of money this human being has, it is nuts, man. It's nuts. And all I can think about is this guy's got to laugh his ass off when people online are saying fighter pay. When people are saying fighter pay, and he's sitting in his fucking luxurious backyard like, I don't give a fuck with my chef throwing steaks at me. He's got like 4 pools. The dude's he's got gazebos. He said he wants to make his backyard look like a resort. Let me see if I can pull it up here. It's crazy, man. It's incredible. Dana White's. Dude, it's wild. You didn't see it? You gotta check it out. Cooper Manning. Oh, here we go. If you just type in Dana White's backyard, Cooper Manning. So, by the way, this Manning guy, he's really wild. Like, he's a real weirdo. He's just riding around on a scooter. So here he goes. He runs into Dana. Okay. This is like, you know, the shrubbery. All right. Cooper's. Oh, they do a face-off and shit. Look at this shit. That's his fucking backyard. Dude, what the fuck? There's his grill. Nice big grill. Let me see if I get more shots of the yard. I mean, this guy's house is ridiculous. He's got like any type of drink you need in there. Anything you need. Dana's got you covered. I need another shot of this guy's backyard, man. What the fuck? Let's see if I can just play a little bit of this. Look at this thing. I mean, what the fuck? And you know what the funniest part is? Dana said that he doesn't swim. That's the ultimate rich move. You know? He doesn't swim. He'll say he'll jump on it, maybe in a floaty and just float, but he doesn't swim. Like, it's just not his thing. I mean, what the fuck? Got these giant palm trees. What is going on here? Are you kidding me? Dude's got 10 years to live. See, we win. Haha, in 10 years you won't have this backyard, Dana. That backyard is not yours anymore, buddy. That's crazy, man. Dude, it's nuts. Does anyone in the chat have a backyard like that? And if so, can you invite me over? Nuts. Dude, it's nuts. Look at this thing. Dude, what the fuck? But imagine if you're Dana White, you want to know how much longer you have to live. You know what I'm saying? You want to stretch it out as long as possible. You've put yourself in a position where this is your fucking backyard. You know, I always wanted a ceiling fan in my backyard, so I put a ceiling fan in my backyard. Right? It doesn't look anything like this. But I said, I want to feel like I'm in a resort. Dana White's like, nah, I'm just going to put a resort in my backyard. Dude, that's nuts. So jealous. So jealous of the boss, man. One day this channel's going to do that for us. So if you want this channel to do that for us, please hit the like button, please, immediately. So we could be, we could have a Dana White backyard. Dana White hit Ronda from the back at the pool. Was he? Little raw dog in the pool. He bangs his Asian hookers out there. I've had a backyard like that. I divorced my wife and returned to being a bachelor. I mean, right? Like, if you think, he says he has parties here all the time, Dana White. He says he's always having parties here. Could you imagine what Dana White's parties are? Imagine being Dana's son. Imagine you bring a broad home to this. Like, you're a young kid. Dana White's your dad. And you're like, oh, my dad's throwing a party, you know. I don't know. Just, you know, it's just got to be a couple people. You want to stop by? And the girl shows up and this is the fucking party? It's crazy. It's so crazy. It's wild, man. I like to look at fancy things and drool all over them. It's like window shopping. Steve Jobs died young and he was richer than Dana White, so you never know. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Listen, hopefully Dana has a nice long life. I like Dana White, actually. Never met the guy. He's one of the, like I met Bruce Buffer and all these other guys. Never met Dana. I don't know how the hell our paths didn't cross. Because I'm actually, listen, I think the guy's he's the best promoter out there. I think the UFC wouldn't be what it was without Dana White, so he deserves everything he gets. But I got to be honest with you. I want his backyard so he can go fuck himself. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's move on. We go from Dana's life to backyard. We spoke about Paige VanZant earlier. I really have nothing else to say about her OnlyFans, but she's going to OnlyFans if you missed that. Let's see what else we got over here. Moving along. Nate Diaz snaps on fat motherfucker Daniel Cormier. All right, we spoke about this before. So Daniel Cormier gets some heat from Nathaniel Diaz. That's something we spoke about already. Tyron Woodley reveals how he went from filming Cobra Kai Season 5. I got to be honest with you. I'm just going to say this here. I know I'm going to piss off a lot of people. Cobra Kai is the most unwatchable show. And listen, we went through 2 seasons. Me and Jesse, we are very aware that this show, Cobra Kai, is just silly. It is what it's meant to be, a silly show. Just watch it and enjoy it. I went in watching that. So we did 2 seasons of it. I was somewhat entertained. It wasn't the best. It wasn't the worst. It was just there, and it did its job. It made me forget what was going on. Then we started watching season number 3. And that's it. That is it. Me and Jesse looked at each other at the same time, and I was like, this is literally a waste of our lives. Like, this is literally the dumbest thing I've ever watched. And I feel if we watch any more of this, we're just going to get progressively dumber. Now, listen, I'm not a smart guy, but I can't afford to get any dumber. And this show was literally just melting my brain. And I looked at Jessie, I'm like, I'm good. And she's like, I'm good too. And we mutually, we shook hands. We just like, right, Ariel? We shook hands and we respectfully parted ways with Cobra Kai. But apparently Tyron Woodley and Wonder Boy was in it. I understand that's the point, bro. Listen, I watched the Foo Fighters movie, right? That's meant to be silly and stupid. I watched it. It was mind-numbingly stupid, but it was a movie. You move on. This is going on season after season and getting dumber and dumber as it goes. Like, I mean, come on. If you watch a dumb movie, you go, hour and a half, 2 hours of my life. Okay, good. This is stealing so much time of your life. You must move on. But anyway, so apparently Tyron Woodley was in this Cobra Kai season 5 directly to his rematch against Jake Paul. When Tyron Woodley got called, was joining the Cobra Kai season 5. It was a dream come true. All right, so good for you. The Karate Kid was the reason. Okay, the Karate Kid was the reason why. That was probably Tyron Woodley. It's pretty bad. All right, so was he any good? All right, to those of you that saw Tyron Woodley in Cobra Kai, how was he? Was he any good? I mean, I don't fucking know. Went from filming Cobra Kai season 5 directly to his rematch. So excuses. Right, Sonosi? Yeah, excuses. Come on, Tyron. What are we doing? Oh, Tyron. How the great have fallen. It's just sad, man. Poor Tyron. He's got to go do OnlyFans. OnlyFans is the way. He was okay, barely talked. Oh, okay. So it was more of like a presence. He was awful. I hardly noticed him. Bobby Bacala. He did okay, only said a couple of words. So was Wonder Boy in it? Because I heard Wonder Boy was in it too. Did he show up? And how did Wonder Boy do? He was a random sensei. Oh, okay. So it was kind of like a cameo. Of course he's not good. Falling in and out of love with you. He should have rapped on the show. That would have really amplified his character. Johnny Lawrence kicked his ass. Mossy Hour. How you doing, Lil D? Welcome to the show. Say his name. Dana copied the name Fuck It Friday. Yeah, I know. He did. He ripped off her style. It is. But it's all right. We copied the MMA Holes Hour off of the MMA Hour, so, you know, it's okay. It's okay. By the way, if you're just jumping in, our shows on Monday are earlier in the day. So if you like the early shows, hit the like button, okay? Smash up that like button. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Let's move on to the next story. Come on. Let's move on. I mean, we don't have all day. Now, when Ariel is live, I'm just going to say this. When Ariel is live simultaneously, I thought he was going to be live today, But, you know, he's doing his Jew thing, so happy Jew Day to you. But when he is live, and we might go a little longer. We'll talk about the news. We'll go back and forth with the people. But when Ariel's doing his interviews, and if there's anything good going on here, we got the free live chat going, we'll discuss. If something breaks while Ariel's live, we'll discuss over here and talk about it as a family, a big happy family, you know? We'll get through it together. So probably longer shows for that. But, you know, Ariel's he's got to observe. He's got to sharpen the nose. More Jake Paul. Jake Paul calls out Floyd Mayweather for ruining his legacy. He did. I mean, no, he didn't. All right. What did he fucking say? He didn't ruin his legacy. The guy's just collecting checks now. All right, you ready for some lisp? Lisp? You ready for some lisp? Ready for Daffy Duck? Daffy Duck?
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
I say
Picture this.
Picture this. It's amazing he can fight. You know, like he has to fight. How the fuck did anyone watch his YouTube channel? Picture this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, picture this.
Picture this.
It's 2022. Floyd Mayweather is...
He's rocking the LT earring from back in the day. The 1990s LT hanging earring.
ruining his legacy. Fighting no-name guys. Wasting his fans' money. Wasting his fans' time. He doesn't even know the names of the guys he's fighting, and then he chooses to fight. Comedy Shorts gamer. Influencer. To make some money to pay his tax bills. Floyd Mayweather telling Jake Paul that he will only fight Jake Paul if...
Okay. So he's talking about Deji?
He comes down to his weight. 140 pounds or something. I can't believe what's going on in the world. I can't believe this is real.
Dude, you got to fight against Anderson Silva. Maybe we should be talking about that. What are we talking about? Come on. Fight Anderson. Like, what happens if Jake just gets knocked the fuck out by Anderson Silva? This video just goes right out the window.
Floyd, I will fight you. And you know that's one of the biggest fights to make in boxing. I'll weigh 170.
Okay, dude, come on, man. Floyd is like a 140-pound dude. Like, what are we doing? Aren't you like 6'3", 200 pounds? What, like, what is wrong with big people just trying to beat up little people? What is that about? It's like we're bringing midget tossing back. You know? It's like I am so... I don't give a fuck how good Floyd is. I don't give a fuck how good he is. He's still a 5'8" human being that could fight at like 145. Like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing here? Stop it. You're fighting Anderson Silva. Go to that fight. Do that fight. Floyd went up to 147. Yeah, Floyd's not a big dude. Like, it just is a bad look. I understand Floyd's like one of the greatest of all time, but there's weight classes, bro. What, like, you're fighting Anderson. He's around your size. That's what you should be promoting right now. Talk about Anderson Silva. Talk about Anderson. Let's go, baby. Get me hungry for that pay-per-view. Why are you wasting your time on a guy that's like just microscopic compared to you? A guy that fought your big-ass brother already, which was it was just a circus. Why? And then your brother going around saying that he didn't pay him. Floyd didn't even pay you. Your brother, right? Why are you begging Floyd for a fight? What are we doing?
75. You weigh 165. We can get that done.
Yes. You eat as many cheeseburgers as possible so you could try to hit 165. All right, little guy. Try to grow as much as you can to fight me, the big guy. Like what the fuck? Come on.
Make a couple $100 million, but what will your excuse be?
Hey, I want to fight a woman. Let me fight a woman. I want to fight an amputee. I would like to fight a baby deer, fresh out of the womb, where its legs are jiggling all over the place. Hey, deer, would you like to fight me, baby deer? I would like to fight someone that has Down syndrome with no legs. I challenge you, Down syndrome person with no legs. If you have the balls to fight me, Down syndrome person with no legs, fight me. Like, what is going on?
You didn't care what my brother weighed. So why do you care what I weigh? Oh, because you know what's going to happen. I want to say I got you. Oh, I don't want to just say I got your hat.
Come on, Jake! Pull it together! Pull it together! Stop it! Enough! Fight Anderson Silva, that's interesting. Let that happen. And then if you want to do this nonsense, go ahead. Knock yourself out. Talk about little guys that you want to fight. But what are we doing? Jake Paul, 6'3". 5'8" Floyd Mayweather. Like, I mean, what are we doing? It's like watching me beat up my nephew. Like, what are we doing?
I got your but you're going to find a way to dance around this. You know, you said, oh, once he fights a professional fighter, he's going to get destroyed. It'll be bad for him. Why not let that be you? The best ever. There's only one Mayweather.
He's singing the Conor McGregor song. Wait, isn't it there's only one Conor McGregor? What the fuck? When do we sing this to Floyd Mayweather?
Let that be you. The best ever. There's only one Mayweather.
Isn't that like a British thing? Right? Isn't that when people are dancing in the streets and they're talking, they don't do that to Floyd. He wants to take his O, but he looks like he's owing right now.
But he's scared to fight Jake Paul. It's 2022. I can't believe what the fuck's...
You're scared to... I mean, dude, fight Anderson Silva. Hopefully you don't get knocked out. Hopefully you stay on your feet. You make it somewhat competitive. The guy's 50 years old. 50! Even when you fight a guy your size, he's 50. And you want to fight the greatest of all time? He's 5'8". Come on, Jake. I don't know. I feel like we're done. Like I feel like enough's enough. Come on, Jake. I feel like he's better than this. Come on, Jake. Pull it together, buddy. It's enough. Jose Aldo, the greatest fighter of all time. No. Nope, he's not. He's not. Very good in the argument of best 145er, but it's an argument. It's a debate. Greatest fighter of all time? Come on. Aldo's great. Aldo's great. One of the best. Scarface. One of the most likable guys. One of the most fun guys to watch. Best? The greatest? Who's at this round table? Al Shitty. Is Jose Aldo the greatest fighter of all time? No, probably not, but he's part of an elite. Okay, so you just wait. So clickbait. Boo! Boo! MMA fighting. By the way, MMA fighting is responsible for Ariel not being here. They're also responsible for charging the live chat for members only. Boo! Clickbait! Clickbait! Boo! I refuse to talk about this anymore. This is pretty funny. So at RIZIN, the guy took the flowers. So Flowergate, RIZIN FF president apologized after vile individual defiled sacred ring before Mayweather fight. So I don't know. We watched this live. I guess I was too high. I don't know, but it was hilarious. They took hold on. Oh, I hope they have the video of it. Oh, where's the video? If someone could put that video in the Discord, I'd love you long time. So there's a video of it, of Floyd Mayweather. He's about to get the flowers, and the guy just drops it in front of him. Like he said, everyone's getting handed the flowers before the fights, but Floyd is about to fight, and they just take it and they dump it in front of him. Like, this goes to show you, like I just said in the chat, that was a work. 100%. Even some of the people in Japan are probably like, I can't even believe we're doing this right now. I can't believe we're fucking doing this. Like, this guy's going to drop in the second round. He took the flowers and just dropped it right in front of him. Floyd didn't care. Now, maybe that was part of the drama, right? The lead up, maybe. I don't know. But, or maybe the guy was just pissed off. It was weird. It was a whole weird thing. The whole RIZIN thing was nuts. Later, Hole, it's time to be productive. All right, Kurt, have a good one. I don't know. If anyone could drop that on the Discord, I appreciate it. What do we got here? Charles Oliveira, coach rates Islam Makhachev wrestling better than Khabib, but he still won't take down Do Bronx. So Charles Oliveira's rates Islam's wrestling better than Khabib, but he won't take down. better than Khabib. Wow. That is a hefty compliment. I feel like, so Khabib was saying that Charles Oliveira is not going to show up to the fight. I feel like this is the reverse attack. I feel like by Charles saying that Islam's wrestling is better than Khabib, knowing Khabib's not going to come back, if he beats Islam, he could say, oh, I would have beat Khabib. And then it puts more pressure on Islam. So this is a reverse strategy, and I kind of fucking love it. I think Charles's camp wins on this one. I get exactly what he's doing. Whereas Khabib is like, oh, he won't show up and this and that. I guess alluding to he'll miss weight or he's scared. I don't know what the fuck it is. Charles Oliveira saying this is a slick statement. Slick. I like it. Olive is very deceptive. Yeah, I mean, I like this. I like this move by Charles. I like it a lot. Damn, man, this is a good one. This is a good fight. This is a good, solid main event. Could go either way. I'm picking Islam Makhachev, but I like this by Charles. Now, I want to know in the chat, do you think his wrestling is better than Khabib? There's still more information we need to see. His wrestling is very good, Makhachev. I don't know if it's better than Khabib's. It's tough to say when the guy's never lost. You know what I'm saying? I would have to pick Khabib over Islam. But who knows? I mean, it's still early in this kid's career, and he's got a lot to prove. What I like about Islam is he has no fear about moving up. Islam will move up. If he wins, Islam has no problems with moving around and challenging other people. It's a little bit of a different beast with Islam, whereas Khabib wanted to stay in his lane. But what do you think, guys, in the chat? What do you think? Islam Makhachev, wrestling, Khabib. Let me know. Islam just more well-rounded. Oliveira not taking him lightly. He's going to win. I don't think he's taking him lightly either. Khabib still ragdolls Islam during sparring. Islam, the sheep humping mouth breathe.
Wonderful.
Islam already 31. How old is Islam? I feel like he is in his early 30s, right? How old is Islam? Let me see. Let me check it. Islam Makhachev, 22, 1-0. Yeah, he's 31 years of age. So Islam's like right in his prime. Like he's right there. Got a couple of years where you could have some really solid, strong years from the kid. Right there. Khabib was a weight bully? Pretty much. It's funny. Yeah, you do hear weight bully thrown around a lot by Khabib fans when Khabib was a weight bully too. So it's weird, you know. It's weird how that works. Mixed martial anarchists. How you doing? Says Khabib would have continued to run through lightweight division, but he didn't. I mean, yeah, if he stayed in his lane and kept on doing his thing, sure. I mean, it's easy to say that. Although Khabib versus Charles would have been fun to watch. I still got to pick Khabib. I was going to pick Charles Oliveira, but at this stage of the game, I pick Khabib. 31 and now facing Tom competition says Sunosi. Too much crazy. Need more Numa. Islam and Khabib are the most entitled bastards in MMA. Wow, nobody. Damn, bro. That's hard. Islam has yet to fight a top 5. Yeah, Islam, well, that's what Michael Chandler said. Look at his resume. Not very impressive is what Michael Chandler says. So we will find out. You beat Charles Oliveira. Everything looks good. Everything looks good for Islam Makhachev. Very good fight. UFC 280. When is this thing going down? October 22nd. Boy, oh boy, that's going to be good. All right, let's see what else we got over here. More Floyd Mayweather. Xiaonan. What did Chell say? What'd you say, Chell? Chell Xiaonan questions legitimacy of Mayweather's exhibition matchup. They paid him $8 million to give him a script. Well, I agree with Chell. He's saying he only got paid $8. Floyd is claiming he's got $20 million for this. I call it wrestling because there's not actually fighting. But whatever they're getting ready to do in Japan, whatever that is, that's going to look like boxing, he's getting $8 million.
Wonderful.
There's Chael. I agree with Chael. He's not going to do something, exhibition. They're calling it something. He's doing a little guy that are terrible. He's getting good exposure, making a bunch of money. He's having a really good time. Yeah, I agree. I completely. All right, Chael's onto it. Chael gets it. Chael's right. I'm with Team Chael on this one. 100%. This was a work. There's no doubt about it. This was an exhibition match that Floyd was put to win. If you made this a professional fight, you can't make this a professional fight, because if you do make this a professional fight and he gets that knockout, that win, people could be like, oh my God. Like, they're really going to be screaming that's fake. But you saying it's fake now and it's exhibition, no one cares. No one cares. Hard work, exhibition. Chael's a nutcase. He is a nutcase, yes, but he's on the money with that one. I 100% agree. What do you think? Does anyone think that was real? All right, in the chat, anyone think the fight was real? I'm actually going to take this poll down now because it seems like the majority here, 69% are saying Yan beats Sugar. Okay, we're going to end that, and now I'm going to ask this to the people. Here we go. Oh, let me see monetization real quick here. Just check something. Give me a sec. All right, like I said before, if you can hit that like button, I'd really appreciate it. Smash the like button. We get demonetized every fucking stream. So the least you could do is hit that like button. Throw us in the algorithm over here. Here we go. I got to do this. Every time I go live, I got to put in for an appeal. Please, YouTube, can you give me the 40 cents for the video? Please? All right, let's see. Was the Floyd fight fix? All right, was the Floyd fight a fix? Okay, that's what I'm throwing at you right now. Chael thinks so, but sometimes Chael's wrong. I think he's right on this one. I don't care. Funny stuff. Chael ODs and sleeps meds and fights random strangers. Keep up the great work, man. Hope all is great with the family. Thank you, Andre. Hey, Andre, how you doing? Hey, maybe this gives Andre a chance to hang in the chat now. I see Andre always comes back in the comment sections. Thanks for stopping by. Floyd won't fight unless it's scripted exhibition. Seems like that's the case. Fighting in Japan, pretty obvious, yeah. I mean, if you're going to do it, Japan's the way to do it, right? Sugar Ray would beat him. I really like both Peter and Sugar. But Peter, hold on. Been my favorite fighter in the UFC for a long time, so I'm in his corner, says William. Listen, I think the safer bet is Yan. I do think it. It's a massive step up for Sean O'Malley. But what I was saying before was I'm entertaining it. I'm entertaining Sean O'Malley right now. And there is a chance. There's a chance. I'm not saying it's definite. But as the fight comes closer, October 22nd, Mystic Moss may be going over to Sean. Might be picking Sean O'Malley in the fight. Not set in stone yet, but maybe, just maybe. Chael needs some gummies. I might have some gummies today, I gotta say. So, by the way, the Giants are playing tonight. One of the reasons why we did an earlier stream. My Giants are playing the Cowboys. Let's go, Big Blue. Let's go.
Wonderful,
but not the only reason why we're doing a stream. This is going to be like this for every Monday. We're going to be doing early shows over here, so no save the shows. If you want to drop a donation, feel free to do so to support the show. I appreciate it, and thanks to the members dropping in the chat. Like we said before, the chat is free. We're free, like just roaming free in this chat, unlike this tyrant over here, this fucking tyrant who forces you to pay to support Vox Media. Not even him. Vox, the big Vox company. That's what this man is doing to you guys. So I do not stand for that here on this channel. Don't stand for that. All right, let's finish up the news and get the fuck out of here. Let's see what else we got. Aljamain Sterling breaks down top bantamweight contenders. I don't care. Let's see. One championship, Yushiro Ukiyama calls out Floyd Mayweather. Okay, who's this dude? All right, disable. Disable. Continue. Disable it. Yoshiro Okiyama. Mayweather, why don't you do it with me next? All right, so what's this guy's deal? What's his record? I don't know anything about him. Then again, the 47-year-old Japanese-Korean star can also hold his own in the art of... He's 47? All right, I don't care. Is this guy any good? I don't care. All right. Thank you, Sonosi. Let's see. Jesse dropped something in over here. All right, so it is official. Okay. So yeah, the Mayweather fight is official with Deji. I mean, this is crazy. This is crazy. All right, you guys want to call in? All right, we'll finish the show with some calls. We'll finish the show with some calls, and then we'll get out of here. All right, so here's the deal. We have a Discord link in the description down below. It's early in the day. It's only 11:46 over here hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
No Ariel show, so I hope you had a good time today on the MMA Hour. We will be doing this for every single Monday show, but we spoke about a lot of topics tonight, or today, I should say. And if you'd like to call the show, you can do so in our Discord, completely free. The reason why we do Discord, by the way, you can't call Ariel's show, right? That's something else we do better than... Anyway, I'm pretty sure we're the only MMA show that you can call. I don't know of any other MMA show where you can call up. But anyway, you can call us up through the Discord link in the description. The beauty of Discord is you can call from anywhere all over the world. Anywhere. You can call this show. So link in the description down below. All you got to do is find our icon. There's a little MMA Holes icon. You click on it, you hit call, and bang, you're in on the show. Unfiltered, uncensored, and wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
If you're too afraid, that's fine. But click the link down below, and we will take some calls. You have a chance to get them in before we wind this puppy down. And I want to thank everyone for dropping by today. It was a wonderful, wonderful experience. Star Wars gameplay and not the MMA Holes later. Eventually. Not today, though. Of course, you're right. Okay, so we'll wait on that. Oh, by the way, you know what? Let me do this before we open up calls. So I also said this, that we want to have auditions for the MMA Holes. All right? So if you go over to our Discord over here, and you have a chance in this section right here, auditions, on Discord, our audition section, you have a chance to give us some of your content, something that you think would be nice to contribute to the show, and then maybe you could be a reoccurring guest on the MMA Holes. You can deliver some of your content over here, and we could learn about you, you know, switch it up and have some other personalities give their perspective on the world of combat sports. Let me just say this. If you're going to drop something in there, you got to be entertaining. You got to be fun. You got to give us, just give us something here that we could work with. Okay? Just drop it over there. And if you're just feeling nervous about it, it's fine. We'll check it out. If it completely sucks, we're not going to fucking play it. But if it is something worthwhile, we will. And I did notice Sonosi. I love Sonosi. He has financially kept us alive on this show. He's the 1.5K king, but I don't know what the fuck happened last night. All I know was I saw him drop a link, and his content was him playing UFC 4. And I got to be honest with you, there's no fucking way I could watch that. I saw it. I clicked on it today. He dropped it over there. And if you want to see him playing UFC 4, go subscribe to Sonosi's channel over there. But it was literally, I just can't. I can't do it. But I will show... Will Gropper put something in. He's the gentleman that is in charge of our Instagram. And Will, I'll give you a go right now. I'll give you a go. Now remember, this is the MMA Holes. Enter at your own risk. But Will dropped this in over here. So I'm going to play our first submission from someone named Will Gropper on Discord. Here, we'll go over to the YouTube. We'll see what this is about. Alrighty. Now, cut him some slack. He's a young man who is taking over our Instagram. Doing a very nice job on our Instagram over there. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
3 breaking MMA news stories. 3 minutes. Welcome to the pilot episode of Quick Hitters.
Thank you, John. Appreciate it. All right, so here's what I'm going to say. I like the idea of having like a news thing. I kind of like that. I kind of dig that. The idea of a news thing. My personal opinion is get rid of this graphic, keep the song, and just have your head spinning around in the beginning. So I don't know if you've ever seen this. It's a classic bit from Kevin Nealon from SNL. It would be fantastic in the beginning of the show as that dramatic news plays and your fucking head spins. Just all serious, just going around in a circle. That is what we need to see instead of this... of
Quick Hitters.
Yeah, your head needs to be spinning there. Just a suggestion. All right.
What is up, everyone? It is me, Will G, your host. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. And without further ado, let's not waste any time and get right into our first story. So as you just saw, Daniel D-Rod Rodriguez will be taking on Neil Magny in a UFC Apex bout on October 15th. Magny, who is ranked 13th in the welterweight division, is coming off a second-round submission loss.
Okay. All right, let me just say this. It's putting me to sleep. I love this kid, Will. He's a great kid. But we gotta do something. We need a gimmick here. We need to get. I like the fact that he's delivering the news and giving his perspective on it. I think that's a great idea because getting more perspectives, different ideas from different minds is fantastic to add to the show. But I got to be honest with you, it's putting me to sleep.
To Shavkat Rakhmonov, and you can't really put too much stock in that loss. Rakhmonov is the real deal and a potential future champion.
I say wear a mask or no, put something like a hat on or something. I don't know, something that's distracting. So it could be a lovely, smooth delivery that you're giving right now. But if I want to be really entertained, I could see like a chicken on your head or something. I don't know, something, you know, like Will's chicken hat news.
But before that, Magny reeled off 2 decision wins. On the other hand, Daniel D-Rod Rodriguez,
maybe a boa, I don't know, a boa constrictor around your neck,
is coming off a very controversial split decision victory over the Leech, Li Jingliang, at UFC 279, extending his current winning streak to 4. So, let's get into some basics.
Maybe get rid of the porn music, I don't know. But I do like the graphics popping up. It's showing that he actually made an attempt and put some production in it, so I do like that. That's actually a nice job by Will. Shout out to Will for putting this clip out. If you have content, drop it in our section on Discord. Like I said, auditions, and who knows, you might be part of the MMA Holes broadcast.
Rod is 6'1", with a 74-inch reach, while Magny is 6'3", with an 80-inch reach. Magny has a takedown rate of 41%, while D-Rod has a takedown defense of 73%.
I got an idea. Okay. I think what we should do, Will, keep the music. You must dance with it. Like, just do like a slow dance as you're delivering. All right, no, you don't need an outfit on. Whatever you want to wear is fine. But I think a slow, like, swerving dance back and forth, like just a sensual dance as the sensual music is playing, they might, I don't know, compliment each other while you're delivering this. Like, it's just like Will's dancing news. There it is. There it is. I figured it out. I figured it out. I figured it out. Will's slow dancing news. There it is. He slowly dances through the delivery. I think that might be the way, right?
D-Rod lands 7.75 significant strikes per minute, which almost doubles Magny's total. However, Magny's defense doubles D-Rod's. D-Rod absorbs almost twice the amount of strikes that Magny does. So what do I think is going to happen here? While I believe this is a very interesting matchup on the feet, I think Neil Magny's path to victory here lies in the ground game. As the more experienced grappler,
pet monkey's not a bad idea, Jason. I mean, if you could get a pet monkey, listen, I'm always in for the pet monkey. Like a pet monkey throwing its shit in the background, just chomping on a banana in the back.
If he's able to get D-Rod down, even with that 73% takedown defense, I believe he'll ultimately be able to hold him there and look for a choke. So that's what I think is going to happen. D-Rod's win streak comes to an end, and Neil Magny gets the submission, likely in the 2nd or 3rd round.
Okay, so there's one story that he dropped. It's a 4-minute video. If you want to see his YouTube channel, go over to our Discord. He's got a YouTube channel there if you want to give him a subscribe. The name is Will Gropper over here. Be part. Did we subscribe to him? We didn't even subscribe. Now we're subscribed. There we go. See, Will? You get roasted, but you got to get subscribed. We're going to get subscribed over here. All right, so listen. It's a start. This is a good start here. This is a good start over here. We could work with this. We could get something out of this.
Our second story involves Raul Rosas.
Definitely need to be dancing with this music.
Rosas Jr., the 17-year-old who competed on.
Oh yeah, maybe we should up the speed. Let's try that. That's a good idea. Let's see. That might fix the problem. Good call. Here we go. Ready? Here we go. Good call. Good call. Oh, wait, that's slower. Hold on. I went the wrong way. Jesus Christ. Oh, wait. What the fuck am I doing? Here we go. Okay, ready? Now we got it. All right, here we go.
MMA news stories. 3 minutes. Welcome to the pilot episode of Quick Hitters.
Yes! That's it!
What is up, everyone? It is me, Will G, your host. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. And without further ado, let's not waste any time and get right into our first story.
That's it. That's it.
So as you just saw, Daniel D-Rod Rodriguez will be taking on Neil Magny in a UFC Apex bout on October 15th. Magny, who was ranked 13th.
Will's Rapid News. Will's Rapid News. This is what I'm talking about, baby. Now, if he was dancing too, now we're really talking. A dancing Rapid News? We did it! Come on! You throw the monkey in the background chewing on the banana?
Coming off the second round submission loss to Brock, and you can't really put too much stock in that loss. Brock is the real deal and a potential future champion. But before that, Magny reeled off 2 decision wins. On the other hand, Daniel D-Rod Rodriguez is coming off a very controversial split decision.
It makes sense because he's calling it quick hitters. It should be like this.
Over the Li Jingliang at UFC 279, extending his current winning streak to 4. So, let's get into some basics. D-Rod is 6'1", with a 74-inch reach, while Magny is 6'3", with an 80-inch reach. Magny has a takedown rate of 41%, while D-Rod has a takedown defense of 73%. D-Rod lands 7.75 significant strikes per minute, which almost doubles Magny's total. However,
okay, this is it. Now let's get up to his next story. This is what I'm talking about.
The story involves Raul Rosas Jr., the 17-year-old who competed on Dana White's Contender Series, earning himself a UFC contract, becoming the youngest UFC fighter ever. But there are some things to be worried about. There are some positives there that show why he could compete, but there's also a lot of things that are concerning. So let's go over what's good and what's bad. Here are some positives for Rosas that he already possesses. Of course, we saw his amazing wrestling and grappling shown on Dana White's Contender Series. He's extremely strong, as he was able to ragdoll a 25-year-old man around the octagon for the better part of 15 minutes. He is crafty striking to set up his takedowns, as evidenced by that fake flying knee.
Okay, all right. Okay, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Thank you, Will. Thank you, Will, for your submission. Appreciate that. I got to give credit to Will, man. He's the only person that, like, truly submitted something. So you got to give him credit for that, for having the balls to actually submit something over here on our Discord. So if you have some content that you want to bring onto the show, let us know. But I think it's good. I think I'll stick to IG. Come on, Will. Just a slow dance, you know? This is Will's News. No, I don't know. I think it's it. But like I said, he's got the balls to put it up. Speeding it up improves it drastically. So there we go. We got some suggestions. I think it's not a bad idea. I think not a bad idea. Okay. We'll see what happens. If anyone else wants to throw anything on our audition section, we got it on our Discord. So drop it on over there. Let me see if we got any calls. What the hell? Sinosi said no. No calls. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Jesus. What are we doing here? Not one call. Not one. This is what I'm saying. This is why I just want to do away with calls. I just want to do away with the calls because it's just like no one wants to call anymore. All right. That's that. That's probably why MMA shows don't do phone calls. No one wants to call. It's fucking weird. All right, here we go. The MMA Holes Hour, the episode number 1 has ended. And, oh, here we go. Hey, Pulse, how you doing, bud?
Wonderful.
All right, Pulse, what's going on?
Not too much. I'm actually about to head into the J, but
nice.
I just wanted to say, yeah, I'm gonna make some content. I'm gonna post it in the audition section coming soon.
Okay. All right, I want to see it.
All right, absolutely. Yeah. Also, let's bet for tonight.
Nah, get out of here, man. The Giants they're gonna lose. I know they're gonna lose, but I'm gonna root for them still. But I'm not betting on that shit.
Okay, then cool. My content coming soon. Later.
All right, be good. I can't bet on the Giants tonight. There's no way. I don't think they're gonna win. I think Cowboys gonna win. All right, here come the calls. All right, so if you want to call in. If you want to call on the show, Discord link in the description down below. Get your thoughts on everything that's going on in the world of combat sports. Here we go. Sinosi, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, I was like, what the hell? No one wanted to call. I was like, what's going on here?
Dude, I thought you were gonna go on your little usual segment. This is a new thing, man.
Okay.
How am I supposed to call in between all this shit?
Well, you could sit on hold. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to. You could just sit there and just wait for me.
Oh, so the usual. Got it.
Yeah, you could just sit there, and I'll pick you up if you're available to answer. You know the deal.
Yep.
So what's going on?
So yeah, so last night that was just bullshit for boredom mostly.
Oh, with the gaming thing?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
it was really nothing.
Yeah, when I saw it as an audition, I got a little excited, and then I was like, wait, what the fuck's going on here? But how did the stream go? It went well?
I just put it there for addition. I ended up deleting. It's like, whatever. It wasn't that important. There were issues with it. It was funny near the midway point.
Oh, okay.
But, whatever.
Alrighty.
Honestly, man, if I really did a thing, I would want to do something like, you know, the presidential elections and shit like that.
Yes.
Picture someone like a moderator, but then you give two people in, and you bring up interesting discussion, not like boring ones like, oh, who's the GOAT of MMA and shit. You give things like, you know, I'll give you a good example, like, okay, women heavyweight fighters, who would you put inside of a UFC cage? Or shit like, if it was UFC had no holds barred, the old school style, which fighter would reign supreme? Those kind of discussions, weird ass fucking shit like that.
You know, we were thinking about we want to do that. Actually, we spoke about that on air that we wanted to do that. But what we want to do is find the talent first before we just give them that opportunity, because it's just going to be a clusterfuck. So if we can get someone that has something that's like, okay, this is a cool personality, then we would probably put that in play. Thursday nights, we want to do a roundtable.
Yeah, I remember you guys did. We kind of, I mean, we did a clutterfuck of one after one fight night. That was pretty fun. It worked somewhat. It wasn't organized, but it still did something.
Yeah. I think it would be a good fit for Thursday nights. I really do. And even if it's a premiere or something like that, where you just collect, you know, a bunch of MMA holes, you do a video call, you record it, and then we just throw it on the channel as a premiere. Then you guys could talk in the live chat, and I think it would be kind of cool. And who knows, maybe down the road it could be something that's live.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Australia was awesome, man.
Yeah, good time?
Oh, great time. I wish I could stay there. I can see why Sean Hart likes it there.
Yeah, it does look beautiful. I would love to go, for sure.
I got a bunch of pictures I can always flash at some point if people are interested. I mean, I kind of showed them in between. Anyway, the last thing I just wanted to bring up before is I think, like you were mentioning about women's MMA earlier, I think what needs to happen is they need to cut it in half. They got to get rid of featherweight. I think isn't it like strawweight and bantamweight? They have like the stars kind of. Actually, to be honest, I think all the weight classes kind of intermingle a little bit. If you've seen it, like, you know, they kind of mishmash for the most part. Yeah, I think we need answers. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're right. It does. It feels like there's a lot of flip-flopping. Girl can't win in one weight class. They go to the other one. The rankings are all weird and jumbled. And yeah, it's weird. There's not enough talent. That's the problem.
No, I do think, even though I know it talked about, but they haven't done yet, I really do think they should add atomweight, because there are a lot of stars in, you know, South Asia and stuff like that. You wouldn't think it'd be the smallest one, but you gotta realize women on average are smaller than men. They would actually probably do well to get stars from those talents in like Europe and in Asia, bringing them over here if they made that class.
Yeah, there are a lot of badass. Wasn't Karate Hottie in atomweight before the UFC? I think she was.
She was at one point. But there's some real great talent in ONE FC that would thrive if the UFC just went a little bit smaller.
You know what the problem is? People think women's MMA is boring as it is. So if you get even smaller with the girls, I think less chances of finishes, and then, you know, like, people are gonna get more pissed off. So I say bring the fatties, man.
Oh no, I was the first one who preached it a while back. Like, yeah, let's do it. Let's bring the big women. You know what? Would it be a weight limit though? I don't think there would be. We don't need it. Granted, can you really picture a 265 female in there? I mean, they would honestly, their heavyweight can be like 205 and it would be good still.
Well, they gotta find some. They gotta, to sanction it, they gotta have some sort of barrier. You know, they gotta have some sort of like line. You know, lines that they play in, or it's just gonna become a circus. You know, they gotta be somewhat respectable.
Gabby Garcia killing 7-year-old women.
Yeah. I don't think they could be pulling that shit off. But I don't understand. Why don't we have female? I mean, maybe there's just not enough talent out there. If you think about it, it would be so new. Like if the regional scene. See, this is the thing. The UFC can't start this. You would need the regional scene to produce this talent, right? And then once they could prove that there's talent at a heavier weight class, then all of a sudden the UFC could, okay, I could pluck from this shit. But right now, for the UFC to start something like that, they can't, because they would have to do it from scratch, and they would have to pull like women from the kitchen and to put them in the cage.
Jorge or Nate's little promotion or Eagle FC, somebody who's willing to take a chance and just, test the market.
Yeah.
Like, I don't got much to lose in the first place. Let's see if there's anybody out there. Because, there's a bunch of females out there who do some, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, some boxing. They're going to be one-dimensional as fuck, probably being bigger people. But, it has to start somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I tell you what, when we start an MMA Holes promotion, the first league is going to be heavyweights women. That's what we're going to do. The first division is going to be heavyweight women for the MMA Holes.
It's going to be backyard brawls. You're going to be looking for the Kimbo Slice style. It's going to
be beautiful. We're going to have a beautiful cage and an arena, just big, beautiful women going at it with each other. We're going to start it off. And then the UFC's like, they're going to have no choice but to say, okay, we need to do this too.
You know what? I'm going to say something very controversial, and it's how we can get them quickly. We get some trans women in there.
The trans. I don't know if I want to dabble down that road. Oh yeah, someone makes a good point. Eagle FC never gonna. Yeah, that's true. Eagle FC doesn't. They don't like fucking ring girls, let alone females competing. They must be clothed.
Women? I could see Eagle FC taking big women though. They have some big Russian chicks over there.
But they're just anti-women. Eagle FC's anti-women. Let's be honest. They don't like women. It's like a bros party,
Oh yeah, hot tub perfectly fine with a bunch of dudes. Yeah, no women.
They don't want it. Listen, the women are supposed to be covered up at home, taking care of the family, not competing in a cage or walking around with cards. That's just insanity. I can't even imagine that happening.
But you know what though? I could totally see. I think Bare Knuckle could try to pull that off, just test out the waters. Because, if there's any sport that could work, and it's kind of, it's not the same thing as MMA, but it'd be something to test out. Picture Bare Knuckle with some big-ass women.
They could do it. Yeah. Yeah, because Bare Knuckle could bring Susan from the fucking lunchroom, flipping sloppy joes, and just throw her in there. Like, they could actually kind of do that. Yeah.
But you know what, though? I think they got to start experimenting with it soon, because the only thing I see women's MMA doing good for right now is occasional bathroom break right now. And you get, one good female, really good female fight maybe once every 3 months, maybe.
Yeah, Dana.
One that you can remember.
It's weird how he went from anti-women's MMA with Ronda Rousey, and then all of a sudden he loved it. And now he's backing it. He is backing it pretty strong. But it's weird how he wants to get rid of the flyweight division for the men, and he's not addressing the women's, what's going on with the women's. It's kind of weird. I guess that there's got to be something in the market where they're selling in a certain way, whether it's merchandise or tickets, or I don't know. Maybe they need women in there now to, I guess, make everyone happy. I don't understand, because it is true. There's a lot of bad women's fights. It sucks to say, but it's true.
It's political for the most part. But here's the other part, though. Unlike men, if you got a pretty enough face, you can sell tickets.
Yeah.
That's just the honest word about it.
It's the truth. Look at Valentina Shevchenko. I mean, she's a fucking badass, but people love her. Mackenzie Dern's probably a better example. Mackenzie could go on a 4-fight losing streak, but she's got a great ass.
Oh yeah.
So
that's a woman right there that has. Listen, if someone tells me she has an OnlyFans, even though I am really against paying for it, it's like, God damn, that you're starting to temptate me a little bit. It's like, fuck.
There's always someone out there that might pull you in that direction, right? There might be someone.
No, it won't be. I'll be waiting for those leaks, but it'll be close.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right, Sonosi. Be good, man.
Catch you around.
All right, Sonosi, the 1.5K King calling in. Let's see what else we got. Oh, we got a couple of calls here. Okay. If you want to call in, hit the Discord or a little icon. We got Damn Savage. Damn Savage, what's going on?
Got a couple of calls. Okay. You want to call in, hit the Discord, a little icon.
Damn Savage.
Yo.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'll be honest with you. The reason I haven't been around is kind of fell off on Saturday and been going on a little drinking binge here. And as you know, I can get fucking retarded when I drink. So this week I'm just going to take it easy and stay away from you guys.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, man. Just fucking, do yourself, man. Do yourself, for sure.
Yeah, so next week I'll be back. Get back on the horse and everything.
Sounds good. So, yeah, people were asking, man. People were worried. But, yeah, it's good to know you're all right.
Yeah. Yeah, the hurricane's nothing for me.
Yeah, I thought it got you.
Getting a little rain.
They got swooped away.
Yeah, I want to talk about that event Saturday. I mean, Floyd's bodyguard, what the hell was that, dude? I get it was his first fight, but that was really pathetic, that display.
Here's what I think happened. I think Floyd Mayweather said, we're going to set you up to take a fall. This way, when I win, more people are going to be talking about that nonsense in the co-main event. I think this was a setup. I think there was no way he was going to win this fight. There was no way. I think he literally took a fall for Floyd.
I hope, man, because fuck, that's supposed to be the guy that's going to protect you if something goes down. Shit.
Yeah.
Super cold. Fuck that guy up.
And the way, like, when he pushed the guy at the face-off, and then Floyd gets in between, like, this guy is Floyd's bitch, man. Like, it's kind of crazy, man, with this. I mean, I don't know what their relationship is like, but here, let me show that video. Hold on a second. It's a little ways over. But yeah, this guy does whatever if Floyd tells him to jump, he says how high. That's basically their relationship, it seems like. I don't even know where the fuck it is. Anyway, you know what I'm saying, though.
Yeah. And yeah, that Floyd fight, I think that was work. I mean, you know how the fucking Yakuza is over there with combat sports.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's obvious.
Yeah. And did you hear fucking Scott Coker? He said he reached out to Anderson Silva about him fighting Fedor.
Yeah, I did hear that. I did. Does that excite you?
Actually, yeah, I've been fucking, that's a dream fight of mine for a while. I really hope that happens, even though, you know, they're out of their primes these days, but still, I think that would be cool for like Fedor's last fight.
All right, well, listen, I mean, yeah, you got two legends for sure. To me personally, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything for me. I don't know. Like, I guess it's a novelty, but it doesn't get me going, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it would be very cool.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone in the chat agree with that? I mean, I'm good. Like, of course, we'll react to it. We'll watch it, but it's so far gone. Like, I don't know. It feels like it's unnecessary. But, yeah, if that's what they want to do, I understand why Bellator would do it.
Yeah, but most of the fights they make like that, you know, they turn out to be AIDS. So,
yeah.
And we all remember the fucking Rampage Jackson versus Fedor.
Yeah, listen, you know what I want? GSP versus Silva. Give me that. Now I'm excited. Give me that. Put that fight together. Yeah, give me that. Give me that fight.
George is retired.
Yep. Then we're talking. We're talking my speed. Like when they were talking about that before, I was like, oh shit, that's wild. You know, let's go with that. But you know, the ship has sailed with that as well.
You know, George has been doing that commentary for that Karate Combat, and he's actually not bad. I mean, I would like to see him on the commentary table for the UFC.
Yeah, you know what I like about George? He's not biased. Like he is open. He gives his honest opinion. He never really puts himself on a pedestal. You know, even though he's like one of the best to ever do it, he doesn't put himself on the Mount Rushmore. So I like George. Yeah, I mean, the only thing is his voice. Like, how much could you listen to that? Like that robotic, weird French. You know, I couldn't listen to it much.
Better than Bisping.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Nah, not really. I don't know. You'd rather listen to. I mean, picture 4 hours or 6 hours of listening to GSP with his robotic, weird voice. You know?
I think that would be fucking hilarious, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think he'd be the comedy guy on the fucking desk.
Yeah, it would deter me. The guy's great, but I don't know. I can't even listen to an interview, let alone him doing commentary. You know.
Last thing, what? This is gonna be the thing now? Fucking Monday daytime.
Yeah, Monday we're going to do it earlier. It doesn't do anything for us. We actually make less money doing this, but I feel like we should tap into an earlier audience as well. You know, I feel like we should do that. So we have multiple night shows. We'll just do this on Mondays.
That's gonna suck for me. I mean, well, I'm only calling in because I had a day off. I'm not gonna be calling anymore.
Well,
Probably
I mean, the phone
not.
lines aren't going to be completely dead. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be completely. We'll bring them back in certain occasions on like, what's it called? You know, random shows we'll throw up if we lack with news or fight nights or, you know, we'll still have them. Here's the problem with the Discord, though. No one calls. You know, I got to be honest with you. No one calls. Like right now, we have Will on the line. We'll talk to Will in a second if he's still there. But it's just like pulling teeth to get phone calls, and then we have like very long conversations. I want rapid fire. Like I want to keep the topics going. I want rapid fire going on here. I love talking to you guys, but I want to talk to everybody. You know, so it gets a little kind of slow and kind of pulls everything down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, if you did like a mix of both phone lines and Discord. Or is that too difficult for you?
Well, the technical thing was a problem, and what I like about this is people from all over the world can call. When I did have the phone lines, it opens the word. See, here's the problem. People don't really troll doing this. On the phone calls, I can't really screen it, so it's just a lot of nonsense, me blocking shit. You know what I'm saying? It gets stupid after a while, so it takes away from the flow. At least with this, we know who's calling. We have a better idea at least. And, you know, it just helps us out a little bit more, and we can get people from all over. So that's why we're doing this.
I miss Brody.
What's that?
Yeah, I miss Brody.
Brody? Yeah, he could call in this. He knows how to do it. Listen, I got to be honest with you. I got to be totally honest with you. No one wants to talk to me. That's what it is, Savage. I mean, like, you'll call, Sonosi will call, but for the most part, we've gotten messages and people have said it in the chat. They're just fear. There's fear. There's a lot of fear, and I understand. You know?
Quit being pussies, all.
I don't know what it is.
Video.
It could be this thumbnail, Jesse. I was calling you Jesse. Drunk. You know, oh, damn, excuse me. It could be the thumbnail. It's very powerful. You know, it's a very powerful, manly thumbnail. It discourages people.
You are an intimidating figure.
All right. Well, damn, Savage, I'm glad you're doing better, all right?
Yeah, you know, this week I'll be gone. I'll be back next week.
All right. Yeah, listen, take care of yourself, and we'll see you on the other side, all right?
All right.
All right,
Later,
be good.
Stop nuts.
All right. Got to get that guy on track. All right, we're going to end with Will, if he's still on the line over here. Let's see if we get Will. The Grops.
Yo, what's going on?
Hey, Will, how's it going, buddy?
Pretty good. I just got to say, when you were playing that, I was laughing and laughing so hard. Just because I used to make Jets content, so, like, I get a lot of those comments, like, oh, he's stale, he's, like, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I got pretty thick skin at this point, so I was just, like, rolling over here.
Yeah, I mean, listen, as soon as you open yourself up to that, you got to know that there's going to be, you know, goofing around by us, the chat. It's just inevitable. But the fact that you put it up there, very impressive, very impressive. Not many people, actually no one else put anything up. So you're in a league of your own.
Yeah, and someone said in the chat, like, I got pretty creative roasts when I was doing Jets content, like, because I was doing it at a much younger age. Someone put it in the chat, I forget who it was, but they were like, I bet this kid gets beat up after school. And I was like, damn, that's a new one.
Wait, someone said that today, you said?
Yeah, someone said that as you were playing it. I was like, damn, that's like, it's not cutting because I got thick skin at this point. But it's just like, oh my God, that's creative.
Well, the good news is we only played, there's only like, 100 people around. So it's okay. If it was during a fight night, a fight reaction, that could have been a problem. That might have got really ugly.
I would have gotten destroyed, man.
Yeah. All right, so like I said, take the suggestions. Who knows? Maybe dance. I don't know. What do you say? A little dance while you're doing it?
Maybe a chicken hat. Who knows?
Breaking MMA news stories.
That's what I want to see. Here we go. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, we'll put some content in on the Discord. Breaking MMA news. So you said you used to do what? Football, Jet stuff?
Yeah, I had a show called Jets News back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
It did decently well.
Okay.
I mean, like, the people over in the Jets Reddit loved it.
Yeah.
And then I did some edits with, like, the Knicks and stuff. Like, Julius Randle, he loves to spin. I did, like, a Julius Randle Beyblade spinning montage, and that got, like, 12K views.
Nice. Very nice. Yeah, I noticed if you dabble in the team sports, you can grow the channel very quick. I had a friend named Kobe who did a lot of MMA content, interviewed a lot. His name is Kobe's Corner, and he interviewed some of the biggest names in MMA, and he was like, he actually fought as well, and he was like real into it. And then he just stopped and decided to put out NBA content and destroyed it. Was making his subscribers are growing at a rapid pace, going viral. Like, is a huger market. MMA is still young. You know, it's still very young with growing.
Fastest growing sport in the world, though.
Yeah. That's why it's fun to be part of this early, you know? Yeah, you don't get that quick, crazy exposure, but, you know, it's even if you do become big, it's in a small community. So it's fun to be on the ground floor of this stuff, you know?
Oh, for sure. And about the Yan versus O'Malley, I was thinking, because Yan likes to, download information in the first round. I was thinking if O'Malley can catch him early, I think that's his chance to win. But if Yan starts to, pick up what O'Malley's doing and starts reading his movements, I think it's going to be hard for O'Malley to win, honestly.
Yeah. Listen, all fingers point to Yan winning this fight. It's just weird. There's something there. And maybe O'Malley's just doing a good job just selling this thing, but his confidence is on another level. If you really think about it, Sean O'Malley has nothing to lose. He's supposed to lose his fight. They're flying him to Abu Dhabi. He's biting off more than he could chew with his opponent, a former champion. But he does have the size, he does have the confidence, and he can only go up for here. If he loses, it's not like he takes a massive step back in the rankings. He goes nowhere. Nothing happens to him. He's still a superstar. You know, so I feel like going into this fight with very little to lose from it and a massive upside to gain, Sean O'Malley's very dangerous. He's a very dangerous opponent. Is he going to win? Not quite convinced yet, but you can make an argument.
I mean, hey, Aljo beat him, and no one was really expecting that. So,
yeah,
who knows?
You never know.
Yeah, and I was talking to my friend who watches MMA about Charles versus Islam, and he thought, I thought this was a hot take, and I don't really see this happening, but he thought that their grappling was going to kind of even out, and it's going to be like a standing fight, and that Islam should stand with Charles. What are your thoughts on that?
I tell you what, so Islam's striking is very good. They were saying he's Habib with better striking. That's what a lot of people are saying. And from what I've seen, the guy can throw. But Charles' striking is fantastic. So
when he knocked out Chandler, that was
yeah. I think this will be stuck on the fence a lot. A lot of getting up, getting down. And Charles is going to be content with fighting off the back because he's got the jiu-jitsu, so he'll be throwing up triangles and arm bars and trying to do all that crazy shit. I think it's inevitable. I don't think it will even out. I think it will hit the ground. I think it is inevitable that these two will find a way on the ground, and then we're going to be delighted to see how these guys are going to answer each other's techniques.
Yeah, not the most casual friendly fight, because a lot of casuals will be like, oh, they're just rolling around on the ground. But I think it'll be the most technical fight we've seen in a long time in the UFC.
Sure. Here's the thing. If it was wrestling versus wrestling, if that was the skill set that they dominate in, I would say, okay, could nullify. We've seen it with Colby and Kamaru. You see it a lot with wrestling. But if it's Sambo wrestling versus jiu-jitsu, that shit's hitting the ground. There's no doubt about it. They're not going to negate each other because their styles kind of fall into each other's, I don't know what to say. They just work together well. So I think that this thing is guaranteed to hit the floor.
Oh yeah, definitely at some point. That's what I was telling him. But he's like, nah, they're gonna even each other out. And I was like, which does happen sometimes. But these guys are pros at that. They're gonna want to get it there at some point.
Yep.
Yeah, and the Floyd fight was rigged for sure. I watched the replay.
Right? I mean, it's kind of silly. It was kind of a waste of time.
Yeah, it was just kind of meh, the whole thing. But the whole freaking Japanese announcer yelling "Jizzy" and just them introducing everybody, everyone bowing. It was just comical. It was a funny thing.
Yeah, if you go into it saying, "Hey, I'm going to watch Floyd do an exhibition match, and I just want to see the culture of the Japanese people." And, I got a free stream, you watch it, you enjoy it, you move on, But if you actually paid money and you were looking to see an actually competitive, main event, you you did not get your money's worth, that's for sure.
For sure. Yeah. But hey, that's all I really got for you. So talk soon, man.
All right, Will. Be good, man. There's Will the Gropes coming in. By the way, go check out his handiwork on the Instagram. At the MMA Holes is how you can follow us on Instagram. At the MMA Holes on Twitter, Instagram, at the MMA Holes to get our social media content. Jump in our Discord if you'd like to talk to the community outside. I had a good time. I had a good time with you guys. I had a great time. Ariel's going to be back next week. He's going to be back on Wednesday, but we're going to be back at night on Wednesday during our show. Tomorrow, we got the Contender Series we're going to be reacting to. Saturday, we got the fights. Friday, we got Fook Off Friday. We're going to be doing this show Monday every week. If Ariel has a good guest, we'll watch it together. We'll see what happens. If there's anything that breaks, we'll make fun of them. We'll do whatever, and we'll deliver the news. Maybe we'll open up some phone lines, have a little fun. Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of the earlier show. Is it good for you? Is it bad for you? And if you haven't hit the like button, please hit that like button. Share the stream. I want to thank Julian Lane for coming on the show tonight. It was great talking to Julian Lane. Always a good time. Thanking our sponsors, CBDX.com, MyBookie.ag, Sheath Underwear, Head Rush, ESPN Plus, promo code MMAHOLES for the discounts. And don't be an a-hole, be an MMA hole.